Oh, hello, good evening, and welcome to On Cue Billiards in La Mesa. This is San Diego's premier billiards venue, and we are playing the Mothlike Masters Tournament. This is the Group B qualification round tonight. The matches will be commencing at 7 p.m. You can see the lineup on screen there right now. These four matches will be played, four round one matches that will produce four winners. It's a single elimination tournament, so there'll be four losers. They'll be going home. Then the four losers play round two and produce two qualifiers who will go forward to the finals, which is this coming Saturday, the 19th of April. So let's just have a little look at the bracket. And you can see here, populated already is the Group A results from Tuesday, the 8th of April. And that's myself, Mike Holt. I had a first round matchup against Jeffrey Harrell. And with the handicapping system, I had to give him two racks on the wire. And we chose to play 9-ball, so it was a race to 8. And I got that one 8-3. Brian Ruley played Brent Fox. They also played 9-ball. And it was Brent who got that one. It was close call. There were 6 each. And Brent, I believe, got one rack on the wire there, which isn't shown on that graphic, because his Fargo's 485. The Brian Ruley's 539, so 15 plus 39 is 54. So there was one rack on the wire there. Then Bev Cook got one rack on the wire from Tommy, but she romped to a 7-2 win. That was the only match played BCA 10-ball rules. And Luis Abarca, he got the first round against Matt Servant, who was also getting one on the wire. And so the the round two lineup rather was myself against Brent, giving him one. We played 8-ball. I got that 8-3, and Lewis gave 2 to Beverly, and he got the 1-8-4 there. So I will be playing Lewis in the first semi-final on Saturday, the 19th at 12:30. And these 8 players we see before us are going to be playing the matches and tonight, and they will produce the other 2 semi-finalists. Quick run through the rules for those of you unaware. We're running a handicap system, as I mentioned. 50 to 99 points of Fargo difference equals 1 rack on the wire. 100 to 149 difference equals 2 racks. And 150 Fargo points or higher will be 3 racks. That's the maximum difference. And so the tournament is single elimination, and it's alternate break. Jump cues are allowed, and the 3 foul rule is in operation for both disciplines, 9-ball, 10-ball. Hey there, Ron. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the chat. And there is a 2-hour match time limit. All the matches were pretty timely last week. We didn't need to use the shot clock rather. I do have one standing by if necessary, a 45-second shot clock timer. If a match were to overrun, then we reserve the right to make players lag for any unplayed racks. As long as they've started the final and decisive rack at 2 hours, they will be allowed to play and finish as normal. So the choice of format, either 9 or 10 ball, is by mutual consent. And if there is no consent, then players can lag, and the winner of the lag gets the choice. So it's either WNT rules, race to 8, 9 ball, with break from the break box, golden break counts in all pockets, or 10 ball, BCA rules. It's a race to 7. There's no 10 off the break allowed in BCA rules, but once the first shot is out of the way, then early 10s are good. And so that is that one. Let's have a little closer look at some of the matches that we've got lined up for you. The first one I'm going to feature here is the Danny Castaneda. He's going to be playing Mr. Kenneth P. Lautner, who just walked in the room. Ken's a 589 Fargo. He's the top Fargo rated player who's playing today. But he shares that honor with Mike Fernandez, who will come on to talk about in a moment. So Ken's going to be playing Danny Castaneda. That's 568 Fargo. So they'll be playing an even game. And they're both here on the premises. Then the next match we're going to talk about is Tad Thurman. And he's going to be playing Linda Perez, billiards chick, as she's otherwise known. And there's a difference here of some 24 points. So that is an even game. No racks on the wire. Then we've got Efren Rodriguez versus Mike Fernandez. Michael Fernandez, you may know him as the average San Diego pool player or the awesome San Diego pool player. In fact, I think I've got a graphic right here. Oh, no, not coming up on this one. I've set it up. I'll show it to you later. But yeah, check him out on YouTube and Facebook and all those good things. He has a 21-point advantage in the Fargo Stakes against Efren, but that is an even game. And so they'll be playing off level as well. And then the fourth match is Jesse Sturm against Nellie Del Rosario. Ninja Nellie. She's going to be playing. And they've the closest Fargo race. This is a 5-12 against a 5-14. So really looking forward to tonight's action. And just going to give you a little glimpse around the room now. We've got something going on table 2. That's Danny and Efren. Then swinging around to table 1. This is Tad. He's having a little hit of the balls here. And coming over, let's have a little look on table 3. There you've got Wayne Crow. He's doing the warm-ups with Jesse Sturm, and Luis Abarca's over there. And then, hang on a minute, got to press the button. Swinging around now to table 4, and this is where Efren and Michael are going to be playing. So, yeah, I'll be giving you guys some commentary throughout the match, but for now, we're going to be doing a little bit of a players meeting very shortly. I'm just going to run through the rules and any details, and then we'll be jumping back on the commentary and getting this show on the road. So until then, I'm just going to leave you with a look at that's the twin table setup. Needs a little bit of a tweak. That table on the right just needs to come over here a little. I'll be doing that as and when we use that screen. And yeah, that's tonight's action for you. So I'm going to just hush the commentary for a little moment or two, but I'll be back very shortly. Thank you.
real high. That's for sure.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Right.
Okay.
Hello, guys. I just want to check, how is the audio with everyone? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Just give us a thumbs up or give us a little indicator. Are you still very loud in your ears?
I feel like I'm pretty loud right now. You sound fine to me, but I feel like there you go. That's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, what I did, I introduced some audio filters recently, which cut out the jukebox sound, which is great, so we don't get copyright strikes from YouTube. But what it can do, when you talk quietly, it can clip off your voice a little bit. So
okay.
you want to try and get a nice, keep the voice up to like -15, -12. And that's why I was just putting that message in the chat for those people who are watching. If you can hear us, just let us know if how the sound is to you guys. If it's good, if it's bad, and we will adapt accordingly.
Linda getting ready to maybe get all the way out here. A little straight on the 9-ball here, though.
Well, you just drop it in and leave a long 10.
I think that's the best bet here because there's just a tiny angle. So trying to draw back, it can get in a funny spot here.
Yeah, I like the idea of just getting it in and
just cinching it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is easily makeable. You can get a bit of right spin on it. Thank you very much, Tommy. That's great. Tommy, our audio technician.
Yep. Hey, Tommy, how are you?
Yeah, he's always good for telling us where we're going wrong. Thanks, Tommy. We appreciate it.
Keep the stroke going. Oh, but it came out good, though.
Yeah.
Good miss.
Just cut it a little thick.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not bad at all. And just looking up, I can see that Mike Fernandez against Efren. Mike looks like he's going to get his first rack on the board. He's got straightforward 9-ball. He's just shaped it real well. So we're just going to quickly look at him. Let's press that button and we can show you his shot here on the 9. There it is. So he gets his rack on the board. Let's give him that rack right now. And then let's jump back over to Tad's shot on this 10-ball.
And safe. Came out pretty good.
You bank this, Brian? You play the bank?
Yeah, you can play the bank and look at sending the cue ball back up table also. You want to err on the side of coming up short on the bank. Leave the 10-ball on the end rail.
You don't? Not a cuttable option?
Not for me.
No.
Yeah, I'm horrible at that shot.
It's kind of a do or die if you go for it.
Yeah,
as well, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She went for it.
Not for Linda.
Beautiful.
Though. Yeah.
Good,
nice
beautiful shot that was. So Linda gets the first rack on the board. There she is, 1-0 ahead. And so we've also had a rack finish between Jesse and Nellie.
So we're down to the last 4 balls here on
alternate break. That's correct. So we're just going to jump over
table
4. I just want to get the score updated, so I'll keep on top of things. Jesse got that one. So, and I'll press here to get my camera over. There we go. Looks like an unintentional 7-ball.
Yeah, looks like there's an option there, I think, for Danny.
Yeah, so what I have 2 cameras in operation. Camera 1, and there are 2 program buttons. So the first one is table 1.
Okay.
Second one is table 2. So if you want to switch between those 2, you've got to toggle. You've got to have the gold light on. We'll do it in a minute when we switch over. And the same thing with 5 and 7. So that's camera 2. So right now, if we wanted to switch over to Linda's table 2, we're going to switch over here to table 2, change the scoreboard, and then press the program button. And that will just come over to 2 words, just like that.
Very nice. Working out good.
Yeah. So it means we've got pre-programmed positions for the cameras. And then if we want to do 3 and 4, the only issue is table 3, we're at a real slight slant angle. But you can still program between those 2. Just going to have a little look back at table 1, though, because Ken looks as though he might be getting out here. He managed to steal the first one when Danny was in a winning position, so this would be compounding that if you can get 2-0 up. You'd have to make either Ken or Michael favorite, I think, with the Fargo stakes, both 589.
Yeah, but they both have really, really tough draws.
They do.
So
Yeah.
Efren and Danny are no slouches. Those guys are both strong players.
I think that's a great shot by Ken. I think what it is as well with both of those, Brian, they're both improving. They're both really trying, and they're on the upward curve. It's not like they've been static for a while.
No.
They're getting up there. So let's jump over to table 2 now whilst they're racking the balls. See how Linda's doing. She's at the table here with a shot at the 2. That's really nice. 3 rails around for the 3. Perfect shape. Just the 4 go through that little gap. Okay.
I don't think so, no.
Hey, Husky Mike, thank you very much for your comment. Can you tell me something? Can you hear background music, or can you hear room noise? Is the jukebox playing? We're always striving to give you the best quality of sound and picture that we can. And
Nice draw there.
very nice, yeah.
Good angle to just come right up for the 5, too.
You just follow forward and get the gap
Yeah.
between the 6,
Yeah.
10 and right up the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Little bit of left.
Yeah,
on
she
there.
had a little outside on there.
But that's kind of okay. It makes this 5 a little easier, if anything.
Yeah, she's looking just fine.
That's a lovely shot.
Linda has been playing so good lately.
She looks solid to me.
She's been playing so good. We keep playing little races just between us, and I really am struggling to beat her now. She's beating me, so I couldn't even say I'm struggling to beat her. I'm struggling to, keep the match close with her.
She's got your number.
Yeah, she is shooting incredibly strong. Yeah.
Okay, so Efren makes it 3-1. Let's quickly update that one. Just going to update the score here. 3-1. Okay, let's jump back to 2. Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at the stroke. It's just
if
so.
Anything,
she
hit it too good. Right?
Yeah, well, she hit it a little. She hit it a little heavy for the cut for the angle, but she is still just playing so good.
Seems to get a lot of reaction out of the cue ball there.
It's a really good delivery of the cue. She had a little too much on that one, but
I think she should be fine for the 9.
Yeah, she's gonna go back and forth here.
Husky Mike. He says, "Tell Brian." Mike says hi. Do you know who Husky Mike is?
Husky Mike.
Yeah, who's Husky Mike? How does he know you, Husky Mike?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the moniker Husky Mike.
Doesn't know your handle. Sadly, Linda just missed that 8, so has a chance to level up here. I think it does go past the 9. Yeah, as we were saying, the no slouches. Efren is 3-1 up against Michael over there.
Yeah, Efren is just he's a power play. He's just I didn't think I could see that like that. That was a great shot. Yeah, Efren is just such a good shot maker, and
yeah, I've seen him.
So's Michael. Michael's got really good cue ball control.
Yeah, I think Mike's super steady.
Yeah.
So this 10 ball is going to level things up between Tad and Linda. It's going to be 1 each. And let's look around to see which table we want to jump over to.
And everybody knows Michael over there in the Michael Efren match. Michael is has the YouTube channel Average San Diego Pool Player.
Yeah, let's show you something that I've prepared for that. Just going to put a rack on here for Tad. And now we're going to jump over to table 3. And I think if I click this button, you'll see, there you go, Average San Diego Pool Player. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook. Give him a like, subscribe to his feed, and do all of those good things. He's a great YouTuber. He's got a wonderful games room at home. I think recently he had a great challenge match with none other than Louis Sabaka. Yeah, so you can watch that on his screen. But he's fighting here. He's 3-1 down against Efren, and he wants to win this next rack. He wouldn't want to be going 4-1 down. Oh, Nellie's just potted a length of the table, 7 balls to set up a potential win. Let's just jump over onto 4, shall we? Hang on. There you go. Table 4, here we are. Pots a long 8 balls. Just going to finish a bit on the rail.
A little bit funny here. She's okay, but you know, because the flat angle that she has, she wants to cue down a little bit, and she's so close to the rail, that's not going to be fun to do.
Husky Mike says, haha, which Mike? He says, which Mike do you know who has Huskies?
Oh, this is Mike Hawker. Yeah, it's my stepbrother, Mike Hawker. How are you, Mike?
Hey, Mike. So this is a big 10 ball for Nellie. Kind of awkward. Is she going to bank it or cut it?
I would be cutting this.
Yeah, she's
because you get the two-way when you cut. If you don't go, you hit the point. 10 ball goes up table. Cue ball stays down table. So at least you create separation.
That's in.
That's good.
That's a beautiful shot. So let's stick another rack on the board for Nellie. And I think we're going to jump over right now back to number 3. Let's keep an eye on these guys. Here we go, table 3. And this is the rack that Mike really needs to close the gap a little bit. Seems to have almost a natural here to get shape on the 8. Yeah, he just babied it for the 8 on the side.
Yeah, he just float down for the 9.
So interestingly, we've had 3 of the 4 matches have chosen 10 ball tonight. It was the other way around. Last Tuesday, 3 of the 4 chose 9 ball. There's only one match which decided they wanted to play. Linda's left her magic rack hanging over the playing surface there. I hope it doesn't strike a ball.
All right.
So
Mike's up 3, or it's 3-2 Efren.
Yeah, let's stick that rack on. There it is. And now we're just going to jump over to table 1 because I think we've got a rack coming to a conclusion here. We'll jump back over to Linda's match in just a moment. We're just going to see the conclusion of this one here. Oh, Linda's looking at an early 10. Yeah, she's looking at a 110 combo.
Oh, great shape by Ken there. Here comes the 110 combo.
Yeah, this is for 3-0. He's not messing around. Oh,
I missed that.
Linda just misses the 10 combo, so. Still a ways to go in that rack yet. But Ken is off to a dream start. 3 out of 3. He pots this 10 ball. There it is. He's flying. Okay, so let's look at table 2. Okay. Switch the scoreboard over. There you go.
All right, Tad tied up the 8 ball, crossed up the 8 and the 5 here on that shot. And the 2 doesn't pass the 3. I don't believe the 2 passes the 3 for the corner, so.
It's tight, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think it passes. I think he's going to play it safe here.
Yeah, trying to get this cue ball.
Who's going to tuck up under the 9? Is it going to hit that rack? So if the ball hits that rack that's hanging over, Linda's just moving right now, that's technically a foul.
It is a foul,
yeah.
And I think with it being such a sudden death tournament, I think you might be forgiven for calling that.
Yeah.
There's a single elimination. It really adds the pressure. The stream keeps flashing to a black screen. Oh, right. What is going on? Let me see. It stopped. Right. I don't know what's going on from your end. I'm just going to start the recording, and I'm just going to open a browser. Keep me posted, Tommy, if you see a problem. But at my end, it all looks good. I'm getting no error warnings. I've got an excellent stream. I think I've got a bit of a problem with background noise. I can definitely hear a lot of background noise, which I don't like. But let me just see. Okay, heading over here. Okay, looks like we're good. Just pulled it up now, and it's.
Let's can we go over to table 3?
Go over.
Mike is on a tear over here. He's moving the cue ball around quite nicely.
Sure, I was just a bit concerned about Tommy's.
Table 2 rack's pretty tied up. It's pretty messy looking right now. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So Tommy, I think everything's fine at our end. So
That was a nice stun. Yeah. Michael Fernandez is having a beautiful out there. Really. Got the cue ball on the string right now. Kind of a steep angle here. I wonder if he's going to be able to. Oh, well.
Right.
It's all right. So he played the short side. A little close here, a little close to his work, but he's looking good. So he's tying this match up.
Yeah, he's done a good run there. Don't know if that was a table run.
I don't know, but it was definitely about at least a 6 or 7 ball run.
Let's give him a table run. There we go. So he gets a little confetti cannon for leveling up the match there. And should we have a little look what's going on table 2?
5-8 still tied up on this rack.
Looks like Ken could be in with a chance again here.
So now can she smash the 5 out and have the cue ball inch forward to stay behind the 8 for the safe?
Yeah.
Send the 5 2 rails all the way down to the end rail.
If there's enough space between the 5 and the 8, you could do that.
I think there is, yeah. She went a different route, but she sold that out.
Yeah, Ken has a chance over on table 1 to make it 4-0. Let's just have a little look what he's doing.
That's surprising. Danny is such a good, strong player. He just must be.
He didn't get up to the best start.
Yeah.
I think he just gave Ken a couple of chances and. Yeah, Ken is pretty solid when he gets his eye in.
Yeah, he's got a good angle here on the 9.
Just looking around the tables, Michael has a ball in hand with 6 balls left against Efren. Nellie, she's looking at the 6 ball. 5 balls left there. She has a chance to run out.
That's a little tough here for Ken on the 10 ball. He's left himself on close to the rail.
Oh, it's a bit of a tester. This one,
this is a tester. These are not easy pots here.
Yeah, it's all.
And he's at that awkward angle where if he overhits it, he can scratch in the left side pocket.
Big shot. Oh, and he just floats it in. Look at that. He's over halfway there. So where should we go now? Should we look at table 3?
Table 3, the racks are moving quick now.
Yeah.
They're both warmed up. They're running through racks fast.
Yeah, I think play's only going to get better now. They dispel the early nerves. It's got a bit of a tricky positional shot here, though, I think. You play this with left and go 3 rails, or check it, come back out.
I would just play it 2 dying on the 3rd rail for the 8 on the side, 8 on the left side.
Uh-huh.
Yep, just like that.
Just like that.
Die on the 3rd rail.
Oh, he's perfectly straight. He can just follow that forward. If anything, he's just a little under the rail, so he's got to cue this nicely.
Oh
no! There's a bit of movement there, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
a little movement. He got down on it bad probably, and
That was a big pressure shot.
yeah, it was a big pressure shot because he's on the rail too. And
Yeah. So Efren with a chance to steal, and
yeah,
this one would hurt.
it's a big shot too for Efren. Yeah,
Wow, he just got
great
down.
shot. Yeah, Efren is
smoked it.
he's just such a shot maker. Let's see if he can do it on the 9.
I fancy him to get it after that.
I do too. He's
Yeah, no messing. So he gets his lead back after Mike pulled level.
ooh, Nellie on table 4 here is in a bit of trouble.
Let's have a little look at what Nellie's doing then. Hang on, gotta switch my camera before I can switch the position. There we go.
Oh, she called the cut. She's gonna cut this.
Oh, beautiful. What a shot.
Great shot. She's leaving herself long on the 10.
But she's on the 10.
Yeah.
That was a nice shot.
Nellie, another really good player here. San Diego played on the
Wow.
nice shot. Played
Wow, there you
played
go.
in the SoCal Mez Cup, the inaugural or the inaugural opening of the SoCal Mez Cup.
Yeah. I think she's definitely right up there with one of the top lady players in San Diego, that's for sure.
Mhm.
And it's great to have her here in the tournament along with Linda. And we had Bev Cook playing last week. It's great to see the ladies mixing it up with the guys and dishing out some wins as well.
Linda's got a kick for a safe here. Gonna try to hide under the 9. Ooh, look at this!
Oh,
Oh, that's such a beautiful shot.
That's a gorgeous
That
shot.
was a great shot.
Yeah, she's been tied up, putting him in all sorts of trouble. Nice save there, Linda. So I'm assuming down there, Tommy, that the problems you were reporting earlier is evened out. Hopefully it's all smooth. Tad calls the 8. Trying to kick this 6 and make the combo. No rail, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no rail after the hit. So no rail after the hit means the ball in hand to the opposing player.
And this is looking quite a favorable table now. This shot did open up that 6 and 8 ball. Yeah, I just turned the limiter back on. I've got under this button here. When you press that,
Yeah.
it opens up a submenu, and these are the audio filters.
Okay.
They seem to be doing a pretty good job of keeping the that
Right.
box out of the,
Yeah.
out of the stream.
So Linda let the cue ball roll forward there a little bit, and I think she did that because there was a slight angle there where if she had like cinched it or, hit more of a stop shot, it would have drifted over and maybe onto the 10.
Yeah,
So she let the cue ball roll forward.
pretty flat here.
Yeah.
Just a stop shot, right?
Yeah, just a stop shot. Oh,
just,
man.
Just put it slightly to
yeah,
the left.
hit her a little hard, put a little
Yeah.
extra on there when she stroked it.
Yeah. You can see how the cue ball drifted over.
Yeah, I could
So
see see her stroke kind of steered to the right a little bit, which
It's amazing
which
the difference
overcut the 8 to the left.
that
Yeah.
little bit of power made
Yeah.
to the smoothness of that delivery.
Yeah, she went to add. It was probably from like a squeeze or something in the hand. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna come around 2 rails. 1, 2. All right. And he's got kind of an angle here too, so he can do a soft cinch for the side, or he can go around 2 to 3 rails for the right side.
He's going high right, I think.
And he's just gonna try to.
We put a long one in the corner.
Well, he's got the corner. He's gonna be okay. Oh, Jesse's on his way to a scratch. Oh, yep.
Oh dear. So another chance for Nellie there. Okay, where to next? Let's get that rack on the board for Tad. He leads 2-1.
Let's go to table 4.
Let's go to table 4.
Because Nellie's got ball in hand here. Jesse just scratched in the bottom left corner.
And this is a chance to get a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, I think she's getting ready to play to start working on a 3 foul here.
Oh,
Based on where she's putting that cue ball right now.
Yeah, you can just lock him right up tight.
Yeah, because the 8 is blocking the 7 right now. Is that correct? Or no, hold on. I'm sorry, that's the 4. So no, she's not going for the 3 foul.
Yeah.
No, but the 8's blocking the 5.
That's it.
The 8's blocking the 5, so she's either going to move the 5 with this shot, or she's going to start going for the 3 foul. So the 3 foul rule is if Nellie, we know that Jesse has 1 foul right now where he's scratched. So if Jesse gets 3 fouls in a row, Nellie will win the rack.
Jacking up a little bit here. Okay, so
she moved the 5. She moved
very
it really
nice.
well, too.
That's beautiful.
A bit of a risky shot, but it came out really well because the cue
Oh,
ball could have got
yeah.
behind the 8 there also.
Absolutely, but it's given it a perfect angle. Just makes this and okay, Mike levels things up on table 3. We're just going to jump over there to get the score on for you guys. So it's now 4-4. And let's jump back over to table 4. This is Nellie with a chance to make a 3-1 lead. Is she going to get past the 10?
Oh,
I think she's treetop
She's
now.
okay, but she might have to be jacked up a little bit here. Yeah.
It's certainly not going to be able to play around for that 9 in the side. You have to settle for a long 9 in the corner.
Yeah, because the 9's just below the center of that side pocket.
Yeah, and she is jacking up. So it looks easy, but this is a demanding shot.
This could go wrong.
It's so easy to put a bit of an advertent in, but she does a great job.
She used all of that pocket on the left side.
Oh my goodness, Ken is
to
down
avoid the
5.
scratch.
Ken is 5-0 up.
Wow.
Going to update that score in a moment or two. For now, we're just going to stick with Nellie here. See if she can complete her run.
Oh, that's a dog. That's a missed shot. Oh, it's going to get funny, though. Yeah, not funny. Oh, wait. Actually, I think it goes. I think it goes past the 10. Yeah, it goes.
Look at his body language. He doesn't seem to be too happy.
No, I think it goes past the 10. It might get a little close to it, but I think it goes past the 10. I think he's just kind of thinking about the cue ball here. So a nice soft roll forward. If it does have that slight angle that I think it does, the cue ball's going to roll a little bit away from the 10. So he should be shooting 10 on the left side, or he'll hit it really firm. Try to shoot the 10 on the bottom right corner. Go send the cue ball 2 rails.
So we're sitting on 24 concurrent viewers. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you're new to the stream, we'd be very grateful if you consider giving us a like and subscribing. That makes all the difference to us. And if you click the bell, you'll get a notice next time we go live. It really makes a huge difference. We thank you very much in advance.
Yes, he got good shape there.
Just to level things up at 2 each.
Oh,
no.
Oh.
He was quick there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's quick and a little bit of body movement, a little bit of, not getting down square on the ball, not getting.
Yeah, he done the hard work with the 9, but gives it to Nellie, and so she takes that with gratitude.
It's real easy to, when you stay close to the table, it's real easy to kind of slide into the shots from the side and not come in. You got to walk into the shot and keep those eyes in the back of that cue straight with the shot. And when you come in from the side, the back of the cue might not be lined up well.
And also that oblique angle into the side pocket is demanding.
It's demanding, and he hit a little hard for that side pocket.
Yeah. So this match has been leveled up at 4 each, so they're exactly halfway through. Both of them need 4 more racks for the win. Meanwhile, Tad is at the table against Linda. He's early in the rack. And Ken is at the table on table 1. He's already 5-0 up against Danny, so it's looking dangerous over there now for Danny. He needs to win a rack pretty quick.
Now Mike tried to get up a little. He tried to squeeze in between the 9 and the 8, but get above the 5. It was a tight window, and he came up short.
Playing the
Play
safe,
safe.
but I think
No,
that's not
he
worked
left
out.
it. No, he left it wide open.
Bit of a grimace on his face as he stands up and backs away from the table.
Well, it's a big 7 ball that can get in the way here for Efren, so he's probably going to give this a good punch. You know, Efren likes to stroke, so he's going to give it a. Oh.
He played that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of contrasting styles, these two players. I'm just going to jump over to table 1 because this is Ken. Let's just stick his rack on. His 5. And it's looking like 6.
Oh, Tad almost scratched on table 2.
Oh, hang on.
Is it 6-0 over there?
It's 5-0 right now.
With Ken at the table.
With Ken at the table shooting the 8. And this is for 6-0. He's just
wow.
He's no mercy being shown.
Yeah.
He's on the hill. And he's the first one to get the rocket ship take off. There he is. He's on the hill, folks. On the hill to 0. And let's jump over to table 2 right now.
And on the hill meaning that one more game to win and he wins the set.
Here we are, table 2. Linda at the table. Just trying to hide the cue ball there, but with the 5 being a little bit harder. So we've got a comment here. Great job on the multi-table streaming, Mike. This is Ian Clark. Got snooker Judgment Day vibes. Yeah, I'm actually, that's what it is. I've drawn my inspiration from Judgment Day. And that's what we're trying to emulate here. Keep across these 4 matches.
Wow, Tad. Nellie just scratched on table 4 and Tad just scratched on table 2.
And Ian, we hope to have you in the next tournament that we run because this was a trial. And we've got a lot of feedback from the players. And we're going to get a little bit more and then we're going to decide on what tweaks we're going to make to the format before we publicize the second iteration, which won't be invitation. It's going to be an open format. So you'd be very welcome to join. Same sort of idea. We're looking at $100 buy-in, single elimination, splitting the field into groups of 8 who'll come in on Tuesday evenings to do the qualifying. And basically play 2 rounds and you get 2 qualifiers. So if we get another 16, it'd be a 2-week event. If we get a 32 bracket, it would be a 4-week event. Oh, nice shot from there.
Nice shot. Almost didn't go, though. I don't know. Can she see the 7? Yeah, she can.
She's getting down quick.
Yeah, she can see it. Nope.
She's
calling the bank.
I think maybe
she's kicking at it, yeah. So she can't see it.
Must be fully snookered, yeah.
She's kicking at it. Well, a good kick, even if it doesn't go, a good kick, you know, I don't know if you can get the cue ball all the way back over behind the 8. It's a little far away. Oh,
and I've just got to show you table 3 because we had a little bit of drama. Efren had the 8 ball and he just missed it and he's left a chance now. Mike to poke his nose back in front. So it's been, once he left himself here.
Yeah, he can make this cut though.
Quite conservative with his shape.
Yeah, it's far enough away from the rail though where he should be okay.
There it is. Mike gets it. Okay, Tommy, what's your comment here? $100, but needs to be double elimination. Okay. Yeah, that's something we need to think about, Tommy. I was thinking about maybe a modified single elimination. The issue is timing.
You can do a shallower race on the B side.
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, what I was thinking, after this first round, we've got 4 winners, and we just go to 2 tables. So we do have 2 empty tables. But what you'd have to do is cut the race in half, maybe a race to 4.
Yeah.
But then maybe would those 4 losers play down to 1?
Make the race to 4, make it 9 ball only.
9-ball only. They play down to 1, and then basically all those losers, we then end up with 4 winners going through, but 2 losers. So how do we get them in the main bracket again?
So is the main bracket, is it a random draw or is it seeded?
It's seeded. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like right now. It looks like that. So you can see basically the 2 qualifiers from last week with Mothlike and Lewis. We're going to play in the semi-final. Whoever comes through will be populating that bottom semi-final right there. So let's check out Tad here coming over to table 2. So yeah, we'll definitely give it some thought, Tommy, and everybody's input will be considered, and we do want to make it attractive.
Ooh, that's Linda, big opportunity here. How do you hit this 8? Do you play the 9 in the bottom left corner, or do you come across for the 9 in the bottom right corner?
I think I just play for the 9 in the bottom left.
Yeah.
I think you can stroke it, and the cue ball's not going to come much further out to the middle of the table than where it is now. But you're playing it kind of slow.
Yeah.
It's a smooth stroke. Big shot for Linda, this, in the context of the match. Oh, and just dogs it.
Hung it. Oh, she's going to get... Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
He might be able to see it. He can jump it, though, for sure. It's definitely an ideal jump situation if that's all he has.
Nellie. You're 5-2. Right? 5-1. 5-1. Wow. Let's get that updated. Let me jump over to table 4 because I missed a couple of those racks. Nellie really doing well. Okay, let's get back over to our table 2 match that we were looking at. Yeah, so Nellie's storming ahead. Tad with a short stick.
It was a good jump. It's a good hit. Okay, I like my favorite shot here.
1 second.
My shot here for Linda, my favorite shot would be to send the right side of the 8, send the cue ball all the way back down to the bottom rail, and just create the separation. Looks like she's going for the bank with some inside. She went for the side rail save. I like hitting it the other way. To me, it's an easier save. Tad has an angle here. Tad has a shot. Not an easy one. Oh, he played safe. And he's going to get a good one here. Oh, this is a makeable ball by Linda. Linda can make this. Now, all the pool nicknames out there, Linda's happens to be Long Shot Linda.
Long Shot Linda, but also Billiards Chick, right?
Yeah, and well, that's her her Instagram page is Billiards Chick.
But I love that Long Shot Linda name because it makes me think twice before I play really ambitious positional shots. You're always better off getting the next shot, even if it's a long shot. Oh, Max just dogged the 5. Against Efren. I think he may have got lucky, has he? Beautiful shot. Where's the cue ball going?
Where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Where's the cue ball going?
Ooh. Well, here's another one. Just so we can all see if the long shot was lucky or if he truly is Long Shot Linda.
Yes, just a smooth stroke again, I think.
Yeah, well, it is, but it's definitely a tough shot.
Yeah, I think with the rolling cue ball, I make a favorite to get very close.
And she's on the rail here this time, too, so even if she doesn't want to, she's still hitting down on the ball a little bit. It makes it a lot harder, so hopefully there's no English in the shot. Yeah, see,
that was very tough.
Very tough. Little swerve on the cue ball more than likely. And typically that type of miss is not an aiming issue. That's typically from that slight angle of the cue hitting down, ball squirting it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tad.
You know, this match is the slowest of the 4 that we've got going, you know, I've noticed. Coming up to 1 hour of play.
Well,
and
with Jessie and Nellie, Jessie's a fast player.
Yeah.
the matches when they go 6-0, those are going to be fast matches
course,
on table 1.
Yeah.
And Efren is also a very fast player. Efren's a very fast rhythm player. So Michael Hernandez seems to have a nice even tempo.
Big shot here, Linda. Can she shape for
Oh,
this
yeah,
10?
yeah, but she's going to get a little long on it. She's going to be good here.
Bottom right.
Oh, do you shoot the corner or the side here? She's calling corner.
Yeah, I think it's so much straight. I prefer the straight to a
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
cut
I
shot.
would definitely shoot the corner on this shot.
Yeah, Efren just got the 9 there, so
So
they leveled up, I think.
this stroke here, just do not decelerate on the shot. Just stroke through it. There you go.
Oh.
Get it a little full.
Oh no, that was a big shot. Could have been 2 each.
Yeah, that one just hit just a touch full.
No chance for Dad here to compound Linda's misery. Get himself 3-1 ahead. Video feed is starting to lag a little bit. Okay, thank you, Joseph. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm still getting excellent reporting here from YouTube. I do have a couple of options up my sleeve if necessary.
So Tad overcut. Left Linda long again.
Just checking out some stats here. Okay. Frames missed due to rendering lag 14, so it's not a rendering issue, it's a bandwidth issue.
There's a good shot in the side pocket. Almost took the cue ball.
So Linda
Wow.
gets level. Let's give her that rack right now. Now, where we're going, I think we're going to look at table 1, are we? No, let's look at table 4. Okay. You have a bit of a cold, Brian?
No, we had Thai food on the way.
Oh, that's all it is.
We went for Thai food, and
Yeah.
then at the restaurant, they took forever.
He's 2, right? So he. Okay, fine. So he's not filled out that box. Okay, got it. He's only 2.
Yeah, we went there, and we thought we'll grab some Thai food real quick, and then we'll come over, and thinking that we'd be here about 15, 20 minutes, before match time. And they just took so long in the restaurant. Linda was.
Okay, we jumped over to table 1 because this could be the first result. We've got Ken at the table. He's 6-0 up, so he's on the hill already, and he's got 3 balls between him and a place in the second round. And I think good night, Vienna, for Danny. Also getting some lag buffering, says Husky Mike. Okay, I'm just looking now. YouTube still telling me it's excellent. And my OBS system is reporting only 14 frames missed due to rendering issues out of 282,000. So it's not the rendering, it's not the machine I'm using. It's got to be the bandwidth.
So Ken tried to pull back on the cue ball here, shooting the 9 in, and he left himself on no man's land here on the 10 ball. So I think he's going to go for the cut in the side. Or is he going to play it safe and just
No, he's
roll it
cutting
up?
in the corner.
I'm cutting in the corner. And
He's missed it.
He gave Danny.
Wow. Wow.
Danny is able to avoid the shutout.
Husky Mike. Enjoying the multiple camera, table views, and commentary. Well done, guys. Thank you, Mike. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
We're striving to improve our offering all the time. So here's a shot for Danny. Gets himself on the board.
Danny's on the board.
There
This
he goes.
might be a tide changer for him.
Wow. Wow.
Danny is a beast. So
Hey, do you know, it could be a turning point.
yeah,
Could be a long way to go yet. Long way to
Sometimes
go.
it's just getting that first win is all it needs. It's all one needs.
Okay, so where are we headed here? Who got that one? He did. Okay, we're just going to update table 4. Let's just update the score for you over here. Jesse got one, so it's now 5-2.
Yeah, let's go to camera 3, table 3.
That's okay. We're going to head up table 3. And there we go. So I believe this is 5 each now. I don't think I marked up the last. But actually, no, it's 6-5 to Efren. So I'm just
6-5 to Efren. Oh,
6-5.
wow, Efren's been on a comeback here.
Yeah, we've missed a couple of rack spots. We were focused elsewhere.
Yeah, it's hard to cover four continuous matches. You know, that are all playing at the same time. Hard to.
I mean, all we can try and do is follow a little bit of the action and try and keep people up to date with the overall picture. We're never going to be able to capture every shot of every table. But hopefully we get the gist of the matches, and then once this round's out of the way, then we've only got 2 matches simultaneously, then it's a lot easier to keep on top of both the games.
Right.
And I have got a twin table set up, one of the screens, but I mean,
yeah, that's always tough because there's there's a lot of viewers that will watch from their phones,
I agree.
And when you have the 2 tables on one screen, it's very tough to watch on the phone.
So I think we've got Jay in the chat. Hey Jay, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. He's saying, what in the wide world?
Ooh, Michael Fernandez had a little bit of body movement there and, spun that one ball right out of the corner. He overcut it.
There's a scratch.
Wow. And Efren played rushed that shot.
Yeah, I've noticed, I played him in, I think did we play? Played in the league. Yeah, and he started playing. I was getting a few good rolls. I won't deny it. And he started playing real fast. And just got down hit.
Yeah. So a lot of times for people that are really strong shot makers, like Efren, a common attribute is that they play fast, and it's so there's nothing getting in, there's nothing interrupting the subconscious, right? So they practice when they practice, and then when it's time to play, they're just getting down and shooting, and there's nothing, there's no negative thoughts creeping in, nothing. So that's why they make such so consistent with making shots. But the downside of that is sometimes the cue ball, the cue ball control can get a little loose.
Yeah, and he's just fouled there. So I don't know if that's 2 fouls, right? Because he just scratched and then that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Linda just smashed in a length of the table shot. 6 ball she's looking at now.
Let's see if she's going to get out here.
Yeah, let's just have a little look at Linda. I'm just going to get a table over here for you. Because this is going to be a great out if she gets this. And we'll come back. We'll keep you posted what's going on with Mike and Efren. Mike's just decided not to go for the 3 fouls. He thinks he can run out instead. And I don't blame him. Nice open table. If he gets funny, he can always try and pick up that 2 fouls that Efren's already on.
Linda's a little flat on this 8 ball. It's going to be very tough to shape the 9 without putting some power into the shot. Whether she draws it or goes forward, there's a little angle there, so she can do either or.
You got to put quite a bit of right on it.
Yeah, she's going forward, but she's got to put some pace on this ball now, which makes the pocket tighter.
Exactly.
Makes the ball harder to accept the pocket.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Bit of a funny angle here for Tad, but balls are close to enough to each other here where I think he'll.
Oh dear, Mike was trying to get Efren in a hook, and he scratched instead. So this could be dangerous. I want to take you over, guys, and show you what's going on because this match could be coming to a climax soon. We'll keep you posted what's going on with Tad and Linda there. He's got that awkward 8 ball. We'll let you know how he goes on. Well, he makes the 8.
Oh, yeah.
He's left himself a real long 9 ball. Real tester. Yeah. It's a good hit. Okay, so he's 2 balls away from a 7-5 win, putting himself on the hill. Oh, and Tad strokes in the 9. He's got a simple 10 to get the lead, 3-2.
And then,
Oh, it's
all right, Efren got the 9 ball here to get on the hill.
okay.
Tad took the table on table 2.
It's all happening. Table
Oh.
2. Tad gets
And-
the rack.
And Efren got the 9 ball in.
Efren got the 9 ball in, so he's
Efren's on the hill.
let's hit him up.
And
Give him that.
and Nellie just comboed the 6-10 combo. And
Yeah, he's on the hill.
Nellie's got another rack in as well.
And Nellie is on the. Is she on the hill too? Yeah, she is. Nellie gets that rack, and Nellie is on the hill.
Let's go to table 1. Table 1's the only game planned.
Okay, we're going to go to table 1.
The other table 1. Let's go. Mike, let's go table. Go to table 1. We're on 2.
Sorry about that, folks.
That's all right.
Just a little bit of a scoring issue. One of the matches.
You gonna swing to table 1?
Sorry, swing to 1. There you go.
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah, we have a central scoring board at the tournament desk, and it's so that we can have a live update of all the scores, just in case we've not been keeping our video up to date. There's a paper score sheet which has got all of the racks on it. So this is again Ken on the hill for the win.
A little tough to shape this 7 ball up there, though. Oh,
These scratches.
okay. See, he's letting Danny back into this match.
It could be a turning point, you know.
It could be.
So we've got a simple
Danny's-
3 ball out here to get to a second rack on the board.
Danny's got a long way to go.
Yeah, just one bite at a time, 1 rack at a time. That's all you can do. But with each rack that you win, you grow in confidence, and your opponent going to start thinking, what's going on here? Because he really had it. He had it. It's
Yeah.
simple 10 to. So we've got a bunch of people on the hill here. Going to get some results very, very soon. Okay, I'm seeing 15% dropped frames due to the network. So we've got a problem now, big problem with the drop frames. I'm going to look at switching over to a mobile hotspot. But what I may do is wait until the end of this round, because there may be a break in service.
Yeah, this is a high pressure shot here for Danny. You know, shooting, if he's shooting in the side here, you know, he's got to nail this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I favor him to make it, but it's definitely a high pressure shot.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
And you know that could be
Yeah, that could be it.
now, because Ken's
Yeah.
gonna feel a whole lot better. That
Those worst fears coming true right there.
yeah.
It was a high pressure shot because it was an awkward angle going into the side.
Yeah.
So the side pockets are the biggest pockets in the table, but when you get those weird angles like that, there's only, you know, the opening is much smaller.
This 10 ball for the win. For Ken, the first person through to round 2. There it
Yep,
is.
That's it.
There it
7-1. Danny had his chance there on that last one.
It did indeed. So we're gonna now Look up at the. I think we're going to go table 4 because we've not shown a great deal of this game, and Nellie is on the hill here, 6-2. I've also got Efren on the hill with 3 balls left on the adjacent table, so I'm going to keep a look at that one as well.
Yeah, you can probably go to Efren right now because he's down to the last 2 balls here.
Okay, we're going to just jump over to Efren.
And let's see what he's got on this 9. He's going to make this.
Yeah, this is for the win.
Oh, look at the music building up for it. Wow.
There it is.
There it is. Efren takes out Michael Fernandez on
Efren
table
is the
4.
winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Okay,
on to table 4.
Jump back onto 4. All coming to a head. Well played there, Efren.
Oh, Nellie missed
Lines
the
done.
6. These side pockets are being finicky tonight.
Yeah.
So the thing about side pockets is the ball's got to go in clean.
Yeah.
They can very easily reject the ball if you don't go in clean. Corner pockets are a little more forgiving than sides. Sorry for my sniffling, everybody, but some spicy Thai food tonight. This drainage has never stopped. So Jesse trying to. Hey, let's get the score down below for Jesse and Nellie. Oh, Jesse overcut the 8 ball, puts the 10 ball down early, and scratches. He had everything that can go wrong on that shot went wrong.
Well, 3 balls for the win.
Yep. Nellie on the hill.
And she's just looking now what angle she wants.
Yeah, she
on
just
the
wants
9.
to have a little angle so the cue ball just rolls up table a little bit to get that angle on the 9 to where shooting the 9 in, it rolls down table to angle the 10.
Yeah, I do apologize, guys. I'm well aware that you've got some network issues. We've got a 14% loss of frame down to network issues. I'm going to change over as soon as this round completes. I will switch to hotspot data. There may be a little interlude when we have no coverage. So just stick with us and the same stream will come back up. Yeah, unlucky, Mike.
And here we go, Nellie on the hill.
This 10 for the match.
The money ball. The ball that gets you to the next round.
There it is.
There it is.
Nellie is the winner.
Nellie is the winner on table 3.
And so let's jump over to table 2. It's the last match in progress.
Table 2, last match.
This is it.
Of round 1 for tonight.
And so as soon as this match finishes, actually, there's quite a way to go with this match.
Is it really only 3-2?
It is only 3-2.
Wow, it is a slow-moving game.
They may have to go into the lag situation because we have a strict 2-hour time limit here.
Where are we at on time?
We've got 50 minutes left. They've used 1 hour 10, and okay, that's 6 racks they've played.
All right, so it's tied up 3-3.
Yeah. Okay, so what I might do right now is I thought it was 3-2. Before I had 3-2 there. You think you were already on 3? Got well though.
So they're just verifying the score. Verifying the score being 3-3. No activity on any of the other tables right now. And so let's go to table 2. So that's Mike. That's the other commentator, Mike Holt. I think he's talking about time. Time as in this game needs to hurry along. The other 3 matches are all over. That kind of time, not the spice. Or it could be an herb. I don't know. Time of spice or an herb? Let me know in the chat. I think it's an herb.
That was a tough 10 on the side. That's what I was thinking of. Like a lot of pressure on that one shot, you know.
Okay, Linda Perez here to break. This is Brian Rulli commentating. Mike Holt organizing the next half of the event here. Hopefully we don't have any more stream issues going on. The showing that the stream is excellent. Have a good night. So dry break. Doesn't, I don't know, does he have a shot? So this game is 10 ball. 10 ball is a rotation game. Shooting the lowest numbered ball on the table first. And then after the hit is made, the ball either needs to go in the pocket, the ball that you called, or the cue ball, or any ball needs to hit a rail for it to be a legal hit, a legal shot.
Okay, folks, just to let you know, I'm just booting up the
I knew it was an herb.
time as an herb.
Time is an herb, not a spice. If you ask an air conditioning guy, and it doesn't matter. It's, if the food's hot, that's all that matters, right? Okay.
So we're just going to see about the sound. Okay, I've just had to put
Tad, little bit of a decel there on the stroke. Bunts the 2 ball into the rail. Linda does not have a shot here. Well, no, she does. She can cut into the side. Then cut into the side. Cue ball glancing off the 9. Having no shot on the 3 ball, which is all the way up table. Also, she elects to play safe because she knew she wasn't going to be able to shape that 3 ball, so why shoot the 2?
a lot of bleeding of the background sound into my stream at the moment, so I'm just wondering.
Tad getting a good roll there, getting a lucky roll. Safe in the 2. Linda might grab a jump cue here. No, she's looking to kick.
1, 2. Okay, so just to let you know, guys, I'm set up here with the mobile hotspot, so I'm about to switch over. So there may be a little temporary break in transmission. You just bear with this. The stream will come back up, hopefully with much lower latency. Okay, switching Wi-Fi right now. Okay. See how we're doing. Yeah, I did. I turned it off, yeah. Okay, so we are now back up. The stream is back up, and this time we have a new connection.
New connection. Whole new opportunity for new thumbs ups.
Just say a few more things, Brian. I think there's an issue with your mic.
Okay. Yep. Can test. I don't hear myself. There we go. Okay, that sounds good. I can hear the music though quite.
Right. Okay, so we're now live once again, and this time with the mobile hotspot.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that 14% has dropped down to 3. So we've still got a 3% latency.
That was a great shot. Linda just shot down the rail here. Interesting to see how she's going to play this 7 on the side.
Okay.
Oh, she went to play safe. How about that? Felt like she had the side pocket. Could have went around the 3 rails to shoot the 8 in the same bottom right corner.
Okay, guys. Hopefully things are looking a little bit better. Now switched over. We're on mobile hotspot data. Just monitoring drop frames. We're still at about 4% drop frames. So that's a 3%. Yeah, it's a whole lot better than the 15% we were on using the On Cue Billiards Wi-Fi. So let me know how it's looking at your side. I'd be grateful. So this match.
Yeah, Chad looking to take the lead here. What he doesn't like is he doesn't like the cue ball's going to move away from the little off angle here. So the cue ball's going to go further away from the 10 on. Oh, wow. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Thank you, Mike, letting us know that stream's back up and good. Got the thumbs up. Okay, this is a big opportunity here for Linda to take the lead. She elected to roll that in with outside English, but that also sent the ball down the table a little bit, making this shot a little bit tougher. Side pockets have been stingy for everybody on all tables here. Got to go in.
There it is.
There it is.
Gets herself on a 4. It's a race to 7 here, of course. So Linda now needs 3. Tad still needs 4.
Now we saw there were some races that were a race to 8, some are a race to 7. That's because the format of the tournament is the players got to pick which game they were playing, whether it was 10 ball or 8 ball. And 10 ball does take a little bit longer. So 10 ball's a race to 7, is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. It's interesting because last week there were 4 first-round matches, and 3 of the 4 were all 9 ball, and only 1 was 10 ball. Here we've had 3 10 ball and 1 9 ball, didn't we?
Yeah, Jesse and Nellie were 10 ball,
and so was Danny and Ken.
Yep.
So interesting.
Okay, Bojack's down in the subway,
and they've got a few balls down as well there. So just have a little look at the way the tournament's looking.
Okay, Linda got ball in hand here. The 6 ball's the problem ball in the rack. Got the 3 and the 5, but 6 ball is going to create a big issue here. So she's got a little bit of an angle here. It'd have been nice to get a little more angle, but she can come back 2 rails, draw up by the side pocket by her chin, come up above to shoot the 6 in the side. That's what she's doing. She went above the side pocket. Wow, she had a lot of English on that ball. Great shot. Came above. Shoot the 6 in the side. That was great shape, great execution. Gonna dink this in, let the cue ball come off that right rail, clearing the 9. Want to maintain a little bit of angle. Want about a 15 to 30 degree angle on that. Go. Looks like about 28.5 degrees. Within spec. Here we go. Oh, a little too much draw there. She's okay though. It's not too much, but this cut's a little sharper than you want. It's not that the shot's hard. It's just that now the cue ball, you got to kind of let it go a little bit because you're hitting the ball so thin. So all the energy stays in the cue ball. But she's okay. She's up high enough away from the pockets, side pockets. Just going to go back and forth. She's going to use the second right long rail to reshape the 9. 2, like that. Got a great angle here. Going to be able to just float on down. Going to use the right long rail to help slow the cue ball down. Perfect shape on the 10. And just starting to create some distance in the score between her and Tad. Ready to make this a 5-3. Well done. And it is alternate break, so regardless of whether Linda won or lost that rack, it's her breaking. Tad broke the last. You do the score. It's 5-3 now, Linda. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, this was a great break here. It looked like the 7 ball went. Wait, was it the 6 ball? Or is that the 6 by the 9? Or is that the 3 by the 9?
That is the 3.
Okay, so 6 ball went in on the right side pocket, and she's got perfect shape on the 1. There really are no trouble spots here in the rack, other than the next shot, which would be the 2 ball. So she's going to play to come down table and maybe play the short side of the 2 in the upper left corner. Oh, around. Going to go for the 210. Or she's just going to play. What would you do here, Mike? Play safe or go for the combo?
No, I'd probably go for the 210 because facing in the right direction. You can definitely hit the 10 with the 2, no problem. Okay, making the 10's tough, but there is a area where some of the time that 10 goes in. probably play the cue ball pretty safe. Looks like she's just playing.
Yeah, she's playing safe. Just sending it back up table. 10
That's
is
a great shot.
That's a great shot. 10 being the blocker.
The thing with that going for the early 10 is you don't know where it's going to finish.
You don't know because the 2's moving afterwards, the cue ball's moving afterwards. And just the brain just isn't going to pick up on where everything. Oh, I lost my count. Okay, Tad just kicking to stay in the match with like a ball in hand. Linda doesn't like the angle. Play safe. Nice and thin, so the cue ball dies on the end rail. Try to get the cue ball down below. Rather than not way down.
Little shorter pace.
He hit that a little hard, I thought. Yeah, this. The way he waved his cue is like he might not go, might cut here.
Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in to Mothlike TV. You're watching the inaugural Mothlike Masters Pool Tournament here at On Cue Billiards in La Mesa. This is the second week of qualification. This is Group B. We had 8 players play last week. Group A played down to 2. The same thing's happening tonight. So this is the final of 4 matches. We've had 3 wins so far. We had Ken Lautner against Danny Castaneda. Ken came through. Efren Rodriguez beat Michael Fernandez, and Nellie Del Rosario played to Jesse Sturm. So we're going to have another round of matches coming up at 9 o'clock. We're just waiting for this one to finish. And it's going to be Ken versus the winner of this, and Efren versus Nellie. And once again, they'll have the choice between 9 ball, race to 8, and 10 ball, race to 7. Linda needing this rack to get herself on the hill. Most important. You see now due to network, we're only losing 1.5% of the racks down to the hotspot.
Nice job.
And then these are frames that may be lost due to rendering of the computer, and that's 15 out of 300,000. And actually, there's 0 skip frames, right, due to processor.
Okay.
Because I got a new Mac.
Oh, nice.
The old one, that was the problem.
Oh yeah.
Most of our buffering, it couldn't render the video in time, especially with 2 cameras. So I part exchanged the old one with Apple and got the
nice.
got the best processor that I could, and that makes a huge difference.
Linda went for the cut on that. Overcut it. Overcut it, or did she hit it in the rail and it bounced out of the rail? She hit it in the rail.
That is his chance here. Steal one back.
Gonna float this in the 8 right side pocket. Yeah, it's always risky shooting those long shots slow like that.
Chance here for Linda.
Little touch of English. Hitting down on the ball. So easy ball to drift.
Do a fairly slow shot here. You don't have to hit this hard. We'll have the 8 inside. Well, looks like she's got top right on this. Following forward for the 8-10 combo.
She's kind of spun off.
I just had a little look at that combo.
This is okay, it's tough to shape the 8, so yeah, he's probably gonna shape the combo.
Oh, too much power.
Now there's angle here to go around and get some type of shape on the 8, but got to do with the bridge.
Yeah. There's also a draw shot with a bit of left. That's also very
Yes.
tricky.
Yeah, 9-ball's kind of in the way for that. Could be anyone. But you could go 3 rails and shoot the 8 in the right side.
Yeah, I like that shot. High right. I've noticed once or twice on bridge shots that I've played, and you've commented on it. You're surprised when I'll play with draw or
It's just that, yeah.
play something a bit more ambitious. But that's one thing. Having played a lot of snooker, you get more confident with the rest, as we call the bridge.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I've noticed. Most pool players, or a lot of pool players, don't quite have the same.
Yeah,
because they don't really practice, but they don't need it as much.
Right.
So they don't tend to use it so much. I've seen all sorts of different techniques. People holding it like this, or putting it, trying to get it under the chin.
Linda going for the combo here.
Big shot.
Big shot for the win here for the. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
To put her on the hill. That was a great shot. That was a long table combo.
Let's just press this button.
Great shot.
And there goes the rocket.
Puts her on the hill.
There it is.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot.
So Linda leading 6-3. That was a cracker.
That was. Wish.
Nice, says
Yeah,
Natalie Hicks. Yeah,
that was
real nice.
That was not an easy combo. That cue ball was far away from those set of balls. So to hit that clean, that perfect. Great shot. Yeah, frustration break there. He did get the one in the corner. Feels slighted for going for that combo and making it because it was a low percentage shot. Ball's a little hard there. He's definitely expressing signs of frustration. Best to keep those, stay a little more stoic, keep those emotions reserved. Linda feeds off of that. Makes her more confident. For the bank. Getting a good roll off. Up by Chad. So he's, for the most part, he's in line. Meaning, he got the ability here to go out. He's a little off line, not a line this one, but he can bring it back in. Now he's in line, meaning he can run this table where shape every ball the rest of the way out. So just about buckling down, buckling down and maintaining your angles, just executing your shot. Rack is very runnable right now, no problem. So Linda, her issue right now is the 8 ball is hits the 8 here, comes above the 8, she might scratch. If she hits the 8, she can end up on that ball. Okay, but she. Going first. Making the shot. Come down below the 7. Get 8 on the 7. Oh. Tied up funny on the 7. He's calling the bank. Now he could play safe. Get frustrated. Nice shot. Not laying down. Great shot. That was a great shot. So he took the back cut to get the natural shape here. Let the ball just roll around those 3 rails. He ended up grabbing the 4th rail there. But that was just a great cut on the 8 to get that shape. He had fighting back here. 6-4, making it 6-4, putting that 10 ball in for it. See if I can get the score right. Got the keyboard set up a little bit. Maybe. The score is 6-4. I'm going to wait for Mike to get back. Got the stream deck out and reprogrammed all the buttons on the stream deck. So I'm not familiar with the new interface here. I don't know which +1 is the one for CAD. Let Mike update the score, but know that the score is. Dry break by Lindo. Looking to back way out of this. Shot. Great shot. Got another right here. Ball's gonna go loose. Got to go through a bunch of traffic to get back up for the 3. So makes the shot. Might not. Cue ball might not make it back up. Okay. Good miss. Good roll on the miss. And it doesn't have it. Kicking. Oh wow! Got another. That's a great kick. Good speed. At calling the 2 ball. So the real aim here is to just make sure you get the hit. But sometimes balls can go like so that when that 9 went, that 9 is not the ball he called. So Linda has the option right now to take this shot or to give it back to CAD, and of course she's going to take this. But sometimes when those balls slop in like that, there might not be a shot available for Linda. She has the ability to give it back. Oh wow, she tried to hit it with a lot of English. The deflection from her cue worded. Just hit the ball. Slightly hooked tab. That's kick at the 8 balls. Slightly. Gotta hit this ball. Want to give up ball in now. A good hit. Linda's got a shot here, but it's better than giving Linda ball in hand. Good on CAD. With ball in hand, create ball. I think got on the high side of this 3 ball. I think the 5 does go in the bottom left corner. Gonna let the cue ball die off that long right rail. Tad has 4. I wasn't sure which race button it was. I think it's table 2, right? There we go. 4-6. So here, there's enough angle here to just basically hit, just cinch the cue ball. The cue ball can float. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought she was shooting the 5. 4 ball. So I'm colorblind, and that 4 ball looked pretty dark. Didn't pick it up as being the 4. Great shape. Great shape on the 5. Linda's going to take her time here, being on the hill. Tad creeping back in. She does not want to give him an opportunity to get back into this.
Absolutely. And this is when you really bear down and try and finish him off.
Looking pretty good right now. 6 inside, 7 on the bottom, left corner. 8. Going to be in the upper right or the upper left corner possible.
Did want the kiss
Did
there.
not want to hit that 8 ball. That just complicated this out.
Yeah. I mean, this is the cut back. Cue ball's going to be immediately going behind the 10, so has to do something to get it back out from that right-hand side of the table. So, what do you think the natural tangent line is? About a diamond from the bottom right pocket?
I think it's just right inside the right diamond. So you got the corner pocket and then that first white dot on the right side. Yeah, I think it's going to be
somewhere
in between the two. But it's
yeah.
going to be close to the corner. It's going to be closer to the diamond than the corner, but it just depends on how punchy hits it. But a nice smooth stroke, it should. I think it's going to hit pretty much right on that diamond or just to the right of it. Got to have enough of it to clear the 10 ball.
Don't want
But he's hitting down. He hit down on the.
No, that's. Oh, wow. Well, it's cuttable.
Oh, yeah. So definitely can't shoot it in the corner. Scratch out on the side if you shoot the corner. But yeah, he should be able to cut it in the side. Cue ball might hit the 10 ball and might make the 8 weird. Might make the shot on the 8 weird. Cue ball's more than likely.
It's very slow.
Yeah, he hit it. Played a safe.
I think he went for the pot, but
he
tried
did.
to baby it.
He just tried to.
Yeah. Because as soon as he hit up,
Yeah.
I think he was trying to pot it slowly. But this is awkward. I mean, there's a shot on into this bottom left corner, but very
Yeah, he can't.
shady spot.
Yeah, it looks like you got to get really close to the 8 with the cue ball to get that.
And got to watch the scratch, because there is a scratch in that right
Yeah.
side pocket.
Got to dig in with the cue ball. Avoid that scratch. Hit it low.
Looks like she's going for that contact.
Hopefully the cue ball doesn't get stuck on the shot. If you, she
no.
wow. I have not seen her do that before ever. That was I've never seen.
Yeah. That's
You just slipped off the thumb.
But that doesn't need a chance now. Put cue ball anyway he likes. Got to make sure he gets shape on the 8. Could be out here. 13 minutes. We'll be running out of matches here. We are setting a 2-hour time limit to play these races. We're fine last week, 3 match. But this one tracks a while. way that we organize it is that if the final
Okay.
rack is underway, when the 2-hour limit comes up, then they're allowed to finish as normal. 8-6-5, yeah.
6-5.
So if they can finish this rack and start the next one in 13 minutes, we're good.
Well, okay.
But if this rack does not finish within 12 minutes,
Yeah.
technically they'd be lagging for the match.
Right.
So huge incentive for them to get the rack finished before.
Yeah, that would be
before 9.
that would be frustrating to have the match turn on
Yeah,
a lag.
I don't
Yeah.
want that. Just kind of let them know.
Have the match be decided on a lag. That would be a bit frustrating for everyone. But there is, can't stay here all night. So
Okay, so here we go.
oh, and the rack does not look like it is a. This does not look like a 12 or minute or under rack layout. These balls are all crossed up on each other on the right rail.
Yeah, it looks
So
like one of
maybe a 3-foul rack here.
maybe.
That would
It
be,
looks like one, doesn't it?
that would be the way to play this right now. To just hide the cue ball up underneath that 6 ball, lock it up, fix the rail. Let the 1 ball come down table. Ball behind. A little bit, but she still did get the save.
No,
So,
it's good. It's a proper snooker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just getting it underneath and in between the 6 and the rail would have been much stronger. He called the 10. Dad called the 10 ball.
Anyway.
Wow.
Oh.
Called the 10, and he takes it to Hill, and the rack gets to finish out.
Okay, so this is it, folks. This is the final rack of this match. It's gone all the way. Rack 13. So there we go. Just a little update on the rules for you guys. Where's my bracket? So I don't know if you can see this while they're racking the balls there, but we've got the handicap system. So basically 50 to 99 Fargo points, so on. But here we go. 2-hour match limit. Lag for unplayed racks. So that's basically similar to what they do in Vegas for the BCA Nationals. Back over to here. So long as the last rack has started, by the time the 2 hours is up, then you get to finish that rack. That's exactly what we want. 'Cause the thing with billiards, games can take a minute or they can take 20 minutes. Now there's so what we're trying to do with this tournament is have a scheduled match time, so we allow 2 hours for the race, and I think by and large we done pretty good in this game, which started out pretty slow. Some of the safety battles now opened up.
Nice open rack. Hill, winner of this rack, wins this match. Okay, moving some balls around unintentional. But everything still looks okay. Wants to put the cue ball drift down in between the 4 and the 5. Held it. 4 down table. Forward here, shoot 5. Kind of wiped his feet on the way in. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. So he just kind of came up on the shot. And it doesn't leave end up much here. It will cut in the side. Ball's going to go a little loose. To get as thin of a cut as that is difficult. Hold the ball for the 6 bottom. Shooting 6 ball. Ball. Stop. Up. Just hit it to place. Hey. Did not get a rail. No rail. Dad has ball. Again, hit your object ball. Either needs to go in the pocket or something. So any ball on the table hits a rail and it's a good shot. Nothing hit the rail there.
He's got shape here on his 6 ball.
It's a big opportunity for Tad. Big comeback here, too.
Yeah.
Little tribute to Zorro there. Putting it back up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Talking of Zorro, Louis Sabaka is in the room.
Yeah, he goes by Zorro, doesn't he?
Does indeed. An opponent in the semi-finals on Saturday. So one of us will be in the final.
Funny angle here. Got to go around the 8. Going to go 3 rails. The 8 in the upper left corner, but definitely a tough pot here on the 7.
Real tough. I still think he might end up hitting the 9.
No, he's going to go way above them. Got it perfect.
Oh, look
Boy,
at this.
he hit that perfect. That's going to give enough confidence here to shoot this thing out. That was a great shot.
That's the stop shot.
Yep. We'll maybe drift forward a little bit, but yeah, good. Get out.
Yeah, and this is the 10 for the win. It went all the way down to the wire. What a great match this was.
Yes, it was.
And
all right.
Tad takes it.
Tad takes the
There
win.
it is. Takes the win. Takes the win. So there we go. Our round is completed. Let's call up the bracket. So we have Ken against Tad and Efren against Nellie coming right up. So stay right there. The matches are going to be with you in just one moment.
And I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm going to be getting off the mic here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Round 2 coming up. Stay tuned.
So play will commence in about 2 or 3 minutes' time. Players are just having a little hit around. And I'm just going to reconfigure my camera setup because I want to be able to show you both these on here. So let me just work something out here. I'm going to close that. Okay. Now I need pull this guy up here. So let me see. I'll open up OBS spot 2, turn off OBS spot 1. This one, okay. Now let me just go 2. Okay, here we are. What? Put that here. Okay, let's sort this out. Table 2. Okay, so the player is going to be down to 0. Okay, that's that. I need to get yeah. Okay, so that's correct. Nellie is actually racing to. Are they playing? They're playing 9-ball though, right? Okay. So we're going to do an even race to 8, and she's going to start on 1-0. We're going to do an even race to 8. Yeah. Okay. That is that table 2. Now, I'm going to go to table 1 right now. Okay, let's get this camera in position. See. Okay, there we go. And 1, 2, 7. Okay, now we've got the 10-ball game. Okay, so take that back off. And that race on. Then here, this the .541. Okay, so we're correct there now. Wait a minute. Go. A little bit. Okay, there you go. I'm going to just move this chat over here. bit more space on that side. Okay. And okay, let's see what this is giving me. Okay, so too bad. You can see here. Going away through these balls. Looking good here. Got a tricky shot though. 5 to the 6. It's tough one. Yeah, you're good. Sit yourself down. I've got Michael Fernandez joining me here in the box. Let's turn his mic on. Now you can hear him.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Mike?
Doing pretty good. Just enjoying watching this tournament play tonight. It's been with some good matches.
Very good matches tonight.
And,
even mine.
Yeah, these 4 players who are here right now have come through tough matches for sure.
Tough matches, but everyone's playing very, very solid. Like, they've all come here to win tonight.
Absolutely. This is going to be an amazing run out here. If let's have a little close up here. You go off both the short rails here.
Correct.
Oh, put it too thick, and oh, would have been a disaster.
A little bit of everything.
Meanwhile, had unfortunately scratched. Left hand ball in hand with just 2 balls left on the table, so he is seized that with glee. He's going to get himself early lead. Let's just switch on to go. Just going to update that for you again. It's going to be +1. We go. Jump back to table 2.
Yeah, Ken had a great scoreline in his first round match, so continuing on with that.
Yeah.
Second round.
But to be fair, I think Danny kind of made it a little easy for him. He made a couple of errors. Oh no!
I got it for you.
So that's 1 each now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 1 each it is. Whilst they're racking, we're jumping back over here. Let's just look at my twin view again. Okay, what needs to change? Maybe this table needs to get this one down a bit. Yeah, okay, we're going to stick on table 1 for a moment.
Now we're seeing both 10 ball and 9 ball being played here in the second round. Mike, do you necessarily have a preference between the discipline?
I mean, I'm torn. From a player's perspective, I can see why players might want to play 10 ball, but I'm looking at it not just from a play perspective, I'm looking at it from a streaming perspective as well. So I kind of like 9 ball because it's a bit more of an exciting, quicker game. And also, I quite like the idea of delivering an opportunity for San Diego players to practice real tournament match play conditions. The sort of game they're going to be playing if they want to play in the Mesa Tour,
Yes,
or the Lucasi Tour. And I believe there's going to be more tours coming because there's a very vibrant pool scene here. And I'd love to simplify it a little bit as well. I think we started out with all these options, but I think the format's a little complicated and we could simplify that down. But what's interesting as well, I've also had feedback about, the conversation we had about single versus double elimination, or maybe a modified single elimination.
yes.
And I think it might not be a bad idea because when the first 2 rounds finished, we actually had 2 empty tables, which we maybe could have kept using for another 2 hours. So let's say we said it's 9 ball. There you go. That's another one on the board for Efren. So he's 2-1 up now.
Yes, 2-1.
There we go. Stick that on and get back over to table 1 where Tad's the table. Yeah, so have to work out how to do it, but maybe there could be 2 winners who qualify and maybe 1 loser who qualifies. And just about finding a space for that person and then the other loser, because then you'll end up with 6 players going through to finals. You need to find a way to get a slot in there. So maybe you do 3 groups. So you have 3 winners going through, and then all the losers play through to get 1 spot, so you can come back in the semi-final stage.
Yes.
If you follow me.
Yeah, a lot of potential for kind of this format, but the feedback I've been getting from that, people are loving it. Like, they're loving the fact that it's
Sudden death.
sudden death. Their second match comes immediately after their first match, not really waiting too long, and you continue to still be in stroke.
Yeah.
And that pressure is still on because you're carrying it over from that first round for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to take a straw poll. We're definitely going to get all the players' feedbacks. I think I'll do another questionnaire. We'll send that around, see what everybody thought, give us the feedback, and then we'll make some decisions and get something organized.
Say, Mike, if anyone was interested in joining in any potential future Mothlike tournament, how would they go about reaching out to you or the channel?
Okay, so what I would do is point them at this little thing. We've got I've got the Facebook page now for Mothlike. If you were to follow that page, then you can message me directly through that. You can also find me at Mike Holt on Facebook. You can find Mothlike on Instagram. And even sending me messages here on the platform on YouTube, any of those ways, just to register your interest.
Leaving comments on some of your videos?
Yeah, comment on the videos, anything you want to do, because I get notifications whenever that happens, and I'd be very quick to respond. And I think what I'll be doing is setting up an online registration. I'm just looking at the moment at the various channels, like you've got Digital Pool, the Score, Holio, who basically offer you an online tournament registration system, submitting scores to Fargo, and I'd like to have all of that.
Yeah.
So it's a question of just ascertaining which one we want to do, because I think, especially if we're running this tournament, we've got all this information that we're generating. I think we should be submitting it to Fargo.
Agreed. I mean, that incentivizes players to join as well, too, because as a Fargo-rated event, it can only help.
Exactly.
That with attempt here on the bank on the 6, and he makes it, but does not call it.
Oh, no. He was obviously playing a safe, but... I think we're having the opposite problem we had last week, when it was all cutting out. Now I think I've weakened my filters, and I'm hearing the jukebox bleeding through. So we'll see.
Oh, we'll see.
Later. And it's better that everyone can hear us clearly. That's a positive. And I'll also see what YouTube thinks of the backing music. If we've had any copyright issues, we'll find out. So let's just have a little look who's watching. We've got 33 live viewers concurrently, so thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. I don't know if you're subscribers or whether you're just new to the channel, but thanks very much for tuning in.
And getting a friendly bump off that 10 ball hold position. Where would you play this, Mike? Do you like the side or the corner?
I think I'd like it in the corner, just because you can play almost a little cinchy stop shot. Gentle, not too hard. And he seems to be jacking up a fair bit. I'd just be looking to try and hold the cue ball a little bit before the rail. Doesn't matter if you drift over to the side rail a little. You just don't want to get yourself completely out of line.
Oh, he chose to do exactly what you said, but just missed it short.
It kind of decelerated ever slightly, and that's the thing when you're cinching, when you're holding, trying to kill a ball, got a tendency just to not quite let the cue go through. And that can cause that little bit of a accuracy.
Especially when you're jacked up, when your bridge hand is on the rail as well, to go higher than where you're normally or where you used to.
I'm just split into twin because I wanna keep an eye on this. We've got Nellie with this chance here. I say she's looking pretty good now.
Nellie had an opportunity in that first rack. She made the 9-ball, but she scratched from that shot. And Efren made a 2-9 combination second rack. So Nellie really looking for her first game where she already had the 1-game advantage due to the handicap. She has an opportunity here to gain her rack for herself.
Yeah, I think it's important she wins one just to give her confidence and to also give Efren pause a little bit because once he gets going, he can build up a head of steam, you know, and he'll get more and more confident. You kind of almost need to get him to cool his jets a little, and the only way you can do that is by taking racks off him.
Efren's a tremendous player, like really plays with the rhythm, within his own rhythm.
Exactly, and once they start going in, that's time to beware because he'll very quickly get confident, and then he gets that smooth stroke going through, and yeah.
And I'll say, my experience at Efren is he loves being a front runner.
Oh,
in these races.
Yeah,
really relishes taking the lead. So you're right. If you can kind of subdue that in some way, then
you almost need to put him on ice a little bit. You know, and you and I are both on the slower side compared to him. So if we were to just play our normal game and just be steady and thorough, get out, then we can actually cool him down a little. But there we go. Nellie makes it. So and Tad makes the 10. So all happening here. Let's get back to our single table view. So Tad has leveled it up. So it's 1 rack each on table 1. And on table 2, we've got a rack for Nellie. So it's 2 racks each on table 2. So far, all square.
Ah, chugging right along here on this.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying the tournament so far?
Yeah,
on this side of the
I actually like to be on this side. Yeah, it's kind of nice. And I got here nice and early. I've been working on a few technical things. It's not worked 100%. There's always a little glitch.
Sure.
So I think I told you I'd learned how to do a little bit of coding. And that's how I've been able to simplify the stream deck so I can get the scores to update and I can update the race numbers because that's going to be happening. There's a few other little things that I didn't think of. So basically, I got players 1 through 4 on the blue side, 1 through 4 on the red side. So that's all 4 names are all here. Yes. I can change them. What I didn't realize, of course, is that maybe more red players will win. You get 2 reds against one another, then have to change the score.
Correct.
So just little things like that. And also this audio issue. Hopefully, you guys out there, the sound is coming through okay. I'm hearing a little bit of weird stuff in my ears because I'm getting the music I'm piping through. I'm also getting a bit of the jukebox in the background, so I hope it doesn't sound too bad. Just let me know, guys. Stick a little message in the chat. We'd appreciate your feedback. We really do. We're trying to give you the best content that we can for visual and audio nature.
Yeah, Efren just made a great shot on the one there. You know, as much as he likes firing those balls in, his finesse game also is a very straight shot. Great shot on that. Let's see if he gets here for the 4.
He's going to be hooked. Yeah, he's hooked.
That's kind of hooked in the worst way, too, because that 6 is covering a good majority of that short rail to kick that. He does have this side gain access.
Just gave you the twin view here because Tad is on a bit of a run here. Got his work cut out, though, getting from the 3 to the 4.
Now, for those who don't know, the difference between the 10-ball game and the 9-ball game, there's no real difference in the way it's played. But 10-ball, you must call your pocket. So that's the main difference between both of the rotations.
That's right. Whereas flukes or slop, some people call it, they're allowed in 9-ball. So as long as you hit the lowest number ball first, you can fly around the table. If another ball goes in, get to carry on shooting. He's giving himself a shot here. This 4 goes, doesn't it?
It does go past the 7 into this bottom left corner on your screen.
Wow. Well, if he could make this, what a shot that would be.
The key shot really is getting position.
Oh, it's called the bank. It's called the corner back, cross corner bank.
Played a two-way there. Let's see. Hold the 4.
I think it's going to come out. Yeah, it's let out, so Ken's got a chance.
Ken has a thin cut on this 4. Would ideally like to go 2 rails around the top right corner back towards the center of the table for the 5 in the same pocket. 4.
Whereas Nellie's got a super thin cut on the 4. Bit of outside to try and get down table for this 5.
Played
Banked
the
it.
bank.
Oh, came close.
That was a good attempt. Didn't have the best lead, so lucky she didn't make that.
Yeah, that would have been horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this track between Efren and Nellie is going to be difficult, which is probably why Efren didn't go super aggressive, because the 7 and the 8 are still tied up with no real breakout chance.
Maybe now, though, if you cut this 4 in,
Yes.
you can get into them, and that will be a stopper to stay on the 5.
Very tempting, because this would be a winning shot if
Yeah.
you can pocket this.
I think you go for it. Put a tiny bit of left on here. That'll help you cut the ball thin. Oh, it came close. You know,
Oh.
I think she hit that a little hard.
Just a
I think
little.
you could have slow rolled it a little. I mean, I know that the spin takes a bit more when you hit it slow, but I think for a better chance of the ball dropping.
Ken played a very creative shot on his table. He played the 4 off the 5 into the side pocket. The 5 just rested right next to the 6, where it doesn't really afford him a shot in the bottom right corner as it's
Looking. You're looking at. Looking at the 10. Looking at the carom off the 5 to knock the 10 in the side. You know, I played a few days of sets with this guy, and he came up with the most carom combos. Yeah, definitely looking at this.
I love the aggression. I love the fact that most of these players are going for the win. No
Yeah.
one's really holding back. No one's really selling out too much for the most part. So, would love to see this.
Wow.
Oh, that was actually a super.
It was. And you know, it turned out that bad. I don't think it did it. Yeah, he sure went for the kill there. No doubt about it.
That potentially has a safety. Drawing, light draw, 5 behind, or behind it.
You got Natalie Hicks saying, hi, Michael.
Hi, Natalie.
It's not loud. You guys are clear. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Tell me one other thing, Natalie.
Oh,
what a
wow.
shot. Did he call that? No, he didn't call that.
Oh my
No,
goodness! No,
he
did
didn't.
not
He didn't
call it.
He didn't call it. I thought he called it. So here's one thing, Natalie, and all of you other viewers out there. Tell me something. What do you think of this twin table view? Would you like us to keep it on this so you can keep across both, or would you prefer for us to focus on one match at a time, rather like that? What's your preference? Let me know.
Yes, let us know in the
Stick a
chat.
message in the chat. I'd really appreciate that.
So for those who were maybe a little bit confused about what happened in the Tad and Ken matchup, Tad did make the 10, but unfortunately he did not call the 10 in the pocket, so the 10 had to be respotted back onto the table. And Ken had the option as the incoming player to either take the shot or give it back to Tad. Took, and now Tad is back at the table on the 5.
That's it. So split them, please. Says
Split
Natalie.
'em.
Yeah, well, split them we're going to do. We'll keep them split. Because that way you can keep across both games. So yeah, there is a very valuable point I just wanted to mention. When you're playing 10 ball, is you should always call a pocket.
Correct.
You should always call a pocket. Because it's not like 8 ball, when you call safe, the ball goes in, your opponent has to play. In 10 ball, if you call safe and the ball goes in, your opponent's going to have the option anyway.
Correct.
So in that instance, he might have been playing a snooker, let's say, playing the 5 to leave the cue ball behind the 8, but it was going up towards the 10. So you may as well say 10 in the corner.
Correct.
Because if it does happen to knock that 10 in, you win the game. But if you don't call it, then you don't get any benefit. So
Which makes it a fairly offensive game, and that's you're wanting to call for those shots. Nellie just missing the cut on the 7 ball, so leaving Efren here with a potential 3 ball out for his 3rd win of this set.
that just did a real nice stable shot on the 5.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Follows up
too.
with the 6. So look out for the shape though here. This is a little awkward. Gonna have to go way down table. Be somewhere like the middle of the table.
Hopefully he'll spin around the corner back towards the
Look, where's the cue ball going? Where's the cue ball going?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was
Overhit that.
when you're throwing the cue ball all the way around the table. It's you might say it's unlucky, but pockets are always there. There
Efren
goes
with a good
Efren. Okay, so let's hit up this one. Then Efren gets back on the board, so he's free. And just for a moment or two, we're just going to look at this full screen whilst Efren is racking the balls. We'll keep you posted what's going on the other side. It looks like Ken's going to steal this one. Angle here on the 8.
Ken is extremely solid.
Oh,
He has
yeah.
Solid fundamentals. A lot of confidence in strokes.
Exactly. And also, I think when he's got the bit between his teeth, like with this tournament, I think it gave him like a bit of incentive to practice because he has a table at home. There we go. That's 2-1. I'm gonna hand my headset over to Linda. She's gonna join some commentary with Mike.
The 2 cuties are back
hey.
on the stream.
And we're not talking about the oranges.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh my god.
Linda, I
Todd
want
and
to tell
Ken.
I want to tell you first, real quick, the
Yeah.
spirit effort that you showed in was absolutely phenomenal. You guys put on a great show.
Oh my god.
Talk to us a little bit about a little bit of the potential pressure, what it felt like to like the last match of the first round.
Yeah, everyone finished really quickly because the matches ended up like 7-1, 6 or 7-2, or they were not as close as our matches. We kept going back and forth. Yeah, it was just a lot of pressure. I mean, Tad's a better shot than me on paper. So I knew I was in for a good match.
Yes.
But yeah, I wanted to win.
Yeah. Oh, I could
It's like,
tell from your
I
face.
want to win. And taking lessons with Nyan has helped with
Shout
certain
outs to
positions.
Nyan.
Shout out to Nyan. I mean, and that's a good shot. He wasn't gonna let up on me either. I mean, we play each other on 10-ball Wednesday BCA, and I knew that he was gonna have like ups and downs because that's like his typical, the pressure, playing the female on stream, and it's a lot, and I know Tad, it's a tough position to be in, but he came out and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna win too."
Michelle
So-
shouting you out in the chat, by the way, Linda.
Oh yeah, we just did Scotch double. We walked into Old Billiards, me and Brian, and she was there playing with Ed, her boyfriend, Arcienega, and she looked at me and she pumped her cue stick like a rifle, like doubles.
Oh my goodness.
She's like, she didn't even say hi. She's just doubles and pumped her cue stick like a rifle. And we're like, okay, we're gonna do some doubles. But yeah, no, I love that Mike put this together. There's a lot of intensity, and these players all come with fire. And he chose the right, like for the first invitational, he chose the right people perfect like Fargo matchups where yeah, maybe we're in the 500 still in the, you know, 505, 515, 520s, but they're playing hard. And I feel like it's a pretty balanced tournament for the first tournament.
Sure. Yeah, there's a great amount of, a very generous cash prize here on offer for, top 4 placement here in this tournament. So a lot of people are very much looking forward to, competing at their best, considering it is a single elimination as well. So again,
Yep.
shout out to all the competitors who, competed this week and last week as well too. And again, don't forget this upcoming Saturday, Mothlike TV will be streaming semifinals and the finals this upcoming Saturday, with the first semifinal at 12:30. Tad
And
attempting a
Second round will be at 2:30.
correct. Tad getting the jump shot, but not getting position on that 4. So he has a difficult situation here getting to that 4. Efren on the 7 here, 3 balls away from another rack on his side of the scoreboard.
That's a good shot. I forget how good of a shot.
Oh, super solid.
But I'm gonna take those earbuds out of it.
Efren played super solid in our match earlier today. I got to give him all the credit in the world for playing strong throughout the entire.
And what happened to you?
So for our matchup, we were 5-5.
Hmm?
Then I made some mistakes, and Efren took advantage of them. So it was about, I think it was 5-8. Was the scoreline on that one. So Efren's always been a tough matchup for me personally. But
I feel like you guys are kind of similar in style.
a little bit.
I feel so.
He's definitely more aggressive than me.
Okay.
He has a little bit more aggression in jump shots and just his shot selection. He has confidence is a weird word to say, but he has a lot of confidence in his shot making because he can have that because he does make it, which is absolutely amazing.
You know who he kind of reminds me of? With that same kind of like confidence is Edward.
Yes.
Like they both bring that like fire, and like Tommy and has it too, and like Wes, like that. It's not cocky, but it's like I got it, I got it, and I love that kind of like grit and like ooh.
That's a tough jump because Ken had a full ball jump over that 6, and it was halfway across the table. Go back to twin view here.
I like
Split
that.
screen.
This is a
Nellie with the break and pocketing a ball on the break. Current score on Nellie and Efren's match is Efren with 4, Nellie with 2.
She'll pick up. I'm all for the girls.
She's been extremely determined. She had a couple unlucky rolls in this set, but I don't think that's going to deter her at all from, continuing to play her absolute best, because she's been showing a lot of grit in all of these tracks.
Yeah. Can you find me my White Claw?
We're not sponsored by White Claw.
No, it's not that one. It's another one.
Oh, the other one.
No. Oh, wait, it's right here.
Oh, this one? See? Once again, we're not sponsored by White Claw.
I'm not sponsored by White. I lost my boyfriend. Can you find my boyfriend?
Where is he?
I don't know.
I can't find your boyfriend. Can you find me a boyfriend? I'm just kidding. Shout out to my boyfriend.
Boy, you have a cute one.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. He's the other half of the awesome San Diego pool player team. It's just us two. So, all right, Nellie starting off here. She has a great opportunity to get another rack on the board for herself
oh,
here.
hi, Johnny Plunkett, watching from Las Vegas. He moved.
Oh.
You remember Plunkett?
Ah, yes. Hello, Johnny. Nice to see you on the stream tonight.
Johnny P. Sure, he's supporting Ken, his old teammate. All right, Nellie, come on, side pocket. Oh, she's got a perfect angle.
Yeah, that's
a
the
perfect
four.
angle.
Yeah, that's the four right here on the bottom
But
of the table.
4 to the 5 is gonna be a little hairy.
More importantly, I think she's a good position on the 5 because the 6 only goes to the left
Correct.
side of the table.
Right. Exactly.
The key shot is getting
I
a
don't
good.
even know how to get over there. I mean, I'm sure when I'm down there, I think about it. But from here, it's like, oh,
Yeah, she fell a little flat, so she might just draw this straight
just
back.
draw it straight back, right? Keep it simple. What did Brian say? Kiss. Keep it simple, smart.
Oh,
But it's actually keep it simple, stupid.
I was gonna say that's
But
very
hey, yeah.
encouraging.
KISS. Okay, so she went full.
That's good. She's
That's
still.
okay. You
she's
can
still-
still take this and go 1, 2 rails. Yeah, 1, 2. Come back out center table, but you gotta stroke this.
Yeah, she maintained a good angle on this 5. The difficulty is the 7 is located on the top side of the table. To obtain an angle on the 6 to be able to naturally bring that cue ball back up.
Beautiful. Okay. I'll still take that.
Unfortunately, this angle makes
Just
it.
might go off the knot. You lose it. You lose the cue ball.
Yeah, what happens if she goes for this cut on the 6? The cue balls might hit the 9 and
Yep.
potentially stay down here.
Yep.
So that's going to be something she has to negotiate herself around. Ken and Tad slugging through this rack. This has been a pivotal rack for them. Oh, that's a great shot with Nellie, but again, that cue ball stays
Yeah,
here
just
on the
like you
bottom side of
said.
the.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that would
Oof.
have counted for the win. Oh, Ken
Ay.
with a great bank shot there with position on the 9. That's an absolutely great shot there.
I want that shirt. Take it off right now. Right now. No. Where is my boyfriend?
Ken with a great cut shot there. While Linda's on the hunt for her boyfriend somewhere around here. But we want to thank you guys for tuning in again tonight. We're in round 2 of Group B here. Just missing
What would
the
you
10.
do here? Go wild and try to come off one rail, hopefully make the 7 and make the 9. One or the other. I mean, it's 9 ball.
I say go for the bank. If my
If you go for the bank, you might be able to pair on the 9 or come off and one rail and make the 9 also.
it's so
It's a
tough
little
here
wild.
because
It's totally wild, but
it's adjustments on his table.
God, he missed.
Nellie taking her time on this shot, knowing this is a super important shot for herself. Because she needs to get a rack on her side of the
She is
scoreboard.
looking at that. Listen, you just think you either just gotta commit. You gotta commit to one or the other. I'm gonna bank it, or I'm gonna bank and try to go.
She doesn't want to leave the 7 off to the side rail either because that could potentially have bank.
Okay, he's on.
But Nellie does.
Oh, you know what? This actually fucking worked out. This worked out. This worked.
If
But again, now here again, would you bank? Try to put the 9 in there?
so that's the beauty of 9 ball, right? You can kind of
Can
go
you be a
super
little
aggressive.
crazy?
Yeah,
I
you
feel
can
like
get
you could be a little crazy.
gonna go in the
$5.
side
$5.
pocket. Side
See?
pocket.
Oh, you can't tell. You can't tell. So we can't
And then
bet.
Tad
'cause
with
you
the bank
couldn't
of his
tell.
own and makes it. Wow. We are
These
it's-
games are rigged.
it's
They're just
It's super exciting here tonight. We have Tad and Ken 2-2. Tad with the bank.
That-
Going aggressive there.
I
Nellie,
did.
Nellie with an opportunity here to get a point on the side of the board once again. We're in.
No. Oh, we did. We are talking to Plunkett. We're talking to everybody. We have friends, Mike. Those are our friends. Yeah, no, this is fun. I love all of them. Natalie picks. Oh, awesome. She says it's clear, and yes, Natalie plays ladies also. I see her name floating around on the rosters of APA, and I believe she'll be for ladies.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Yes. We're just clarifying because the format for
I'm-
each of these games are alternate break. Hi, friend. You guys are both racing to 8. Yes.
Thanks everyone for having me. I'm heading out.
Aw, Linda. Bye. All right, Efren with a good angle here to cut this 2 into the corner, bring the ball back down for the 3. Doesn't the 2 when the cue ball leaks out. Only with an opportunity to cut this.
I'm just twin screening it because
Yes.
Tad's. Yeah, Tad's getting in the groove a bit now. You know.
This match is
Yeah.
we're slugging it out in the previous rack, going kind of back and
Nearly missed that. You thought he'd missed it for a second. Just the slow pace let it drop in.
good shot. Nice.
And that little flick was even nicer actually because it took a little bit of the pace
A
off.
little bit.
And that means that she's got a nice angle on the 3.
Nellie with a pretty wide open table here. Any problem.
Okay, this is a big shot for Tad now. Got to make this cut on the 8. And if he can get out here, it will really give Ken pause for thought.
Correct. Add momentum. Adds.
Absolutely. He is another one of those momentum players.
Yes.
Rather like Efren. When the balls start going in, I think the pockets in his eyes get bigger, the balls get smaller, it just looks easier.
Correct. Like they start hitting
Yeah.
the high percent shots.
And also the shape starts to get better.
See kind of the experience kind of take over at the
Yeah, his tempo picks up. This. There it goes.
There we go.
Now we're talking. That's Tad into the lead. 3-2, and now jumping over.
Just a reminder on the Tad and match, they are racing 7. They are playing 10 ball this.
Whereas these guys we're watching right now are racing to 8.
Nellie on her way. We're making her way through this rack at the moment. I would take the effort here since she has a good angle. Well, kind of back to where it is right now.
See how he sees it.
Back. So, court.
It needed a tiny bit of inside to get
Correct.
exactly what. Oh, that's
And
a nice break from
3
Ken.
balls. on
Yeah.
the massive break for
Boom,
10
boom,
ball.
boom. 1, 2. Was it? Oh no, it's 3, 2, and 5. 3, 2, and 5 went down. So this is another one of those key cuts, but they call her Ninja Nellie, Nellie, you
Yes.
know, because she's got that samurai sword. She
Yes.
loves to cut. I just put the commentator's curse on it. Sorry, Nellie, didn't mean it.
It looked hit it on her a little bit. 7-12 sharp after. Oh, effort near that. Stopped it.
Yeah, he's got a 1-rack lead, so just removing the Taum magic rack. I think that's my favorite magic rack right now. The Taum. Yeah.
It's pretty solid. Like, doesn't warp and have weird.
Yeah, I think as well because the holes around the diamond-shaped ones in the traditional magic rack, they tend to erode very quickly. There it is. So that's 5-3. No messing. And we're going to jump over table 1 while those guys are racking. Hey, you guys. Just wanted to say thank you so very much for tuning in to Mothlike TV. We've got 33 of you concurrently here, 34 of you. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, would you do me a favor? Would you go on ahead and give us a like?
Yes, please.
Like this video. And if you haven't already, click subscribe and get the notifications. That way you'll be notified next time we're going live. And we're going to have the finals of this tournament coming up this coming Saturday.
12:30.
From 12:30. So going to be two winners from here. These 2 winners will be going through into the semi-final. And myself and Luis Abarca are in this top half semi-final. So 2 semi-finalists play. And then the grand final will be at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So please tune in.
Yeah, it'll be a great conclusion to an already fantastic tournament. So looking forward to that. Definitely will not want to miss that.
And the great thing about that finals day as well is that it's all on one table. So we're going to have we're going to have a twin camera setup. So we'll have the straight up the gun sort of angle that you're looking at right here. And then we'll also try and get a nice overhead view so we can look and see if balls pass and if balls are potable, etc. I want to say a huge thanks to my co-commentator here. Let me switch over to table 2, because I want to hit up the average or awesome San Diego pool player. He's got a YouTube channel and a Facebook page, so give him a like, give him a subscribe. Get over and check out his content. He had a wonderful series with Luis Abarca this week. I'd recommend you give that a watch. Some great pool there.
Played over almost 6 hours worth of live stream content. It was absolutely, looking forward to putting out some more content. Mike,
Yeah.
So
I mean, Luis is a great guy. He's been very helpful. He's been a mentor to me, and I owe a lot of the improvement that I've enjoyed over the last couple of years to him.
His passion for the game is really
and he's also
great.
very generous, and he's a great teacher. You know, he likes sharing the knowledge, and he's a gentleman on and off the table.
Yes.
Ken smacking in that 7 ball, setting up another finish here.
You know, I love seeing players really kind of put in very aggressive stroke, even when it's kind of like an easy-looking shot, just because you stay loose and stay confident and to show that you're here to win. So
Yeah.
gonna take this aggressive ball to off the rail.
You know what about? I mean, Ken's been playing pool for 40 years.
What?
40 years.
Wow.
And
Nellie with
know,
a nice stroke.
when we played our sets, he really relished it because he got the opportunity to look at his technique, and he identified a few faults that he wanted to correct, and I think he's been working on them. Because when I look at him now,
His delivery of his cue is
perfect,
excellent.
and his
Like,
head did not move.
correct.
Stayed perfectly still.
he has that cue right on the
Yeah.
chin. And really see the follow through. Just
Yeah.
really
Anyone
solid.
wanted to learn fundamentals, just watch this guy right here. So we're just going to get over to table 1 so you can see as he drops this 10 ball in.
Go.
He's going to level it all up at 3 apiece. 3 each. And
Game 7.
Nellie slotting in that 5 ball.
Slicing that in again.
Yeah. And she's looking good here.
It's important to be able to, because unfortunately not able to Not the
It's,
rack.
it's vitally important for her own confidence. Also, just to give Efren a little something to think about, because if he gets onto 6,
From
really,
here.
I think it's a big hill to climb.
Nellie Ruck been in plenty of times to
Yeah.
know that important rack for
He's overhit
lead.
that. The disaster.
Oh,
The disaster. If you're going to overhit it, you've really got to really overhit it.
No, it's one of those things where you either fell below or above the 9 and on it.
Let me help out here.
Great assist there, Mike.
I hope she makes the kick now.
Mike, the commentator, tournament director, organizer, cash handler.
Yeah. Well, I just had this idea. I think I was watching the post up stream,
Okay.
and I saw that he was organizing a tournament. And I thought, that's a really good idea. Yeah, because I love streaming my games and the tournaments and the. Oh,
What are the chances? All sides of
Yeah, once again, going back to your comment earlier, I think kind of a telling pivotal part of the match. This.
because you know what that is. As much as it also was, that also give
Yeah.
knowing that like,
He's getting away with everything,
and
Yeah.
he's getting out with balls.
and also he's
Look at that luck.
yeah,
Look at that bump.
that's it. So it's not over by any means. It
No.
can still turn around, but gotta do something. There it is, 6-3. We're gonna switch over table 1.
Nellie taking a quick break.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Go to the bathroom, put a bit of water on your face. Say, okay, look, what's gone is gone. Now I've just got to do the drill. When I get back, I've just got to do my thing. And a game can turn on a dime.
We saw that in the last round.
Yeah.
Really.
And you got to say to yourself, what kind of this is one of Niels Fahin's things from his mental course. He says that, what if you were a parcel that they put in the post? Oh, what sticker would they put on you? Would they put a fragile sticker on your parcel? No, you want to have an unbreakable sticker on your parcel, so
This
they
side
can
up.
they can smash it, they can bang it, and it doesn't matter. You're going to come back stronger. And I think that's what you've got to say to yourself, and come out, and every shot is a new opportunity. Forget what's gone. And if she gets her game going, she can totally win this match.
And
But she just needs a little confidence injection. So maybe an easy opener. If she gets out, then can turn the whole thing around.
At this point, I think the narrative written in this storyline is that she's had her opportunity, had open racks, just hasn't been able to finish.
Correct.
So I think at this point, like right now, she finds herself at the table. Well, she definitely needs to kind of figure out how to finish.
Yeah.
But back to Tad and Ken here. Ken with a long shot on this 3, but the 4 is underneath. So the position to get on this 4 is not easy.
Yeah, you got to do some serious cue ball motion.
Can't go top too much. 'cause
He
the
called
9
the
and
top
7
left, did he?
crossband.
Cross, yeah, then he can get shape. Got to avoid the 9, the cue ball.
Did. Oh, that's amazing.
What a shot.
Oh, it does not drop.
He's unlucky there, That was a great shot.
Again, you gotta applaud the effort, the aggression.
Yeah, and also that was the only way you could shape for the 4.
Friend missing jump shot there. Nellie with ball in hand. And I hate to say it, Mike has a stable
Yeah.
ball in. No real problem.
Yeah.
So this is an opportunity for Nellie to
Exactly.
set
Exactly.
and kind of establish that confidence for herself. I'm gonna be back in the match after
Well, also you just let everybody know, your opponent, let yourself know that you can get out here. You can be dangerous.
Easier said than done, obviously.
Oh,
But
totally.
that's
But one
the
shot at a time. And in this scenario, you've got to really bear down the first couple of balls. I think if you're going to make a mistake, you do it fairly early.
yes.
Right? Once you can do 3 or 4 balls and you get in good shape.
But she's getting to a point in this matchup where running out of opportunity.
Oh yeah,
Because
the point of no
Efren is-
return. I think right now she can't afford to let him get on the hill. No way.
From here, no.
Yeah.
You almost don't even want him to have that prospect fight. Because
Well-
again, Efren's a great front runner.
Yeah, why don't Nelly can get three racks here on the spin. No problem.
Not a problem at all.
It all starts with this one. It's about this shot now. Got to shape the 4. There it is. Now, it's all looking elementary, but you saw how easy it is to just lose the cue ball ever so slightly. So be very precise. Know exactly where you want to be on the 5.
Bad with a great shot there, 2 real position. Get onto the 9. Has 2 options here. You can spin inside, around the corner, or a little bit of outside.
It's all about speed control, isn't it?
Correct. I like a little bit of inside.
He's below it. It happens all the time. Players end up below it.
I like to put a little bit of right or inside on that so that I can guarantee hitting the long
Yeah.
rail.
But I'd far rather hit that under hit it, because the shot on the 10's so much easier when you're above it
Correct.
than when you're below it. Okay, now this is the shot here.
Nellie has a
Nellie,
great angle.
this is the shot. This is the shot.
So,
You
as
just
much,
stroke it in.
yeah, as much as this showed had
Oh no, that's a bad miss for. And
he
Ken's,
was running that rack fairly
yeah,
well.
I'm afraid Ken's going to lap this up. This is meat and drink for
That's
Ken.
a great shot by Nellie.
This is the shot though now. 8 to the 9.
And I was gonna say she needed to really put a lot of emphasis on the position. She doesn't want a difficult shot by having too much
No,
angle.
no. You
So
just, you know what though, right here, you just got to get off the rail,
just draw this.
like a foot.
That's perfect.
Oh, I
right
love
there.
this. I love. Is this for a table run?
No, I don't.
Okay, so one there, and then
We're 4-3 Ken Lautner on
Okay.
his
this is a big.
breathe.
I like what she did there. Took her time. She got up, said to herself, "This is for the rack," and then she. Oh no! Oh, so sorry. That right there.
Again, closing out the racks was kind of the key. One more.
And so Efren finds himself on the hill. Your heart goes out to her because we've all been there, right?
Again, like
There's something you have to do, when you've been under all the pressure and you've done all the hard work and then
Yeah.
you've got that shot. It's almost like you have to walk away from the table and then come back and pretend your opponent just missed and left you that shot. Don't think, you just played the last shape and you didn't get the perfect shape. Or where you say, no, this is my chance.
Yeah.
And admit to yourself, this is a big shot. It's the pressure shot. This is the shot. Let yourself feel that.
6-4 looks better than 7-3.
Oh,
With Efren on the hill, and
Well, it's
you
a-
know,
the 4-game swing, isn't it?
I hate to say it, but Efren's been sitting there and just kind of waiting, licking his chops because
Yeah.
he's only really making 7-8 this matchup. So
I mean, it's unfortunate, Nellie, but for a couple of shots there, you could very easily have tied this up.
so on the opposite spectrum of that, Nellie has an opportunity to turn this around for herself, momentum, right? Because she knows she's almost actually improved every single rack. She's like missed the 7, and she missed the 8, and then now that one she missed the 9. So
Yeah.
at this point, she can have solace in the fact that she's improving, but at what point does she now need to actually consolidate these racks for
yeah.
a win?
Totally. All you can do is keep plugging away, knowing that you can only win one rack at a time.
And the odd thing is like the ebb and flow of matches like this. Efren has only pretty much shot 1 or 2 shots in each track, so he may not even really be settled in yet. Ooh, Tad with a great jump shot and an unfortunate finish. The cue ball finding its way into that pocket.
Yeah, Tad's got to be careful, Tad. He doesn't want to let Ken disappear into the distance. He can hold on to this track, still very much in the match, but Ken starts getting his nose in front. That's a nice hit from Nellie. It's got to drop in. Okay, so she still gets to carry on shooting.
Still up.
Maybe that's what she needs, a little bit of luck.
I think anything like that.
6-3 to Efren. The race to 8.
Efren's on the hill right now with 7.
Oh, is he on 7? Oh, I'm sorry.
Now we're gonna see Efren at the table now. Has a found the one. He's down over the top. Quick. Kind of recognizes that he is ahead in the match.
He's tightening down the hatches, isn't he?
Yeah.
Trying to tighten it up.
Correct. And I think that's the smart thing to do. Like, you see your opponent struggling a little bit. You don't have to go for too much yourself.
Well, yeah. I mean, the one thing that he doesn't want to do is give her an easy opening.
Correct. Which that was a poor safety, to be quite honest, because he left.
Oh, he's left the shot.
Correct.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh, dear.
Those are the shots that get you that jar in the pocket, because you don't miss it by much. It's not that you shot it bad. You just missed it by a hair. I like this. You always say treetop over that ball.
Yeah.
I learned that from you, Mike.
Yeah. What would you call it? Hampered?
Over a ball?
Well, in the UK, we watch a lot of snooker. Well, they used to call that a Chinese snooker. Now, I think that's probably a little bit racist.
Are they saying because they're short?
No, I don't know. But I mean, it's just the other way round.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, you're not being blocked by the ball, but you're hampered.
Yeah, and of course, snooker, it's all ball fouls. So if you touch that ball, even if your ferrule just rests on it, it's foul.
And playing on
even amateur, even friendly games in the billiard hall, it's all ball fouls.
Playing like any kind of defensive shot on the snooker table, that's almost what, like 10 long?
12 feet.
12 feet?
Yeah.
That's a lot of table compensation.
Especially with the smaller balls.
Correct.
But yes, I do prefer the term treetop. That's now my vernacular for that particular.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Efren kind of been sitting around this entire set.
He was a bit casual there, wasn't he?
I mean, he hasn't really been able to settle into this match, really, because he's been afforded the 7, 8, 9.
Well, he's been fortunate. He's not had to.
Yeah. So this is something as his opponent to recognize, in a sense where, as much as I'm down in the match, my opponent's not finishing me off it. So I should really take advantage of all these opportunities. Watch out for the corner.
Where's the cue ball? Oh, that was a lucky kiss there, because that cue ball was tracking straight in the corner.
I had the perfect
Come on,
blind
Tad.
of that.
Ooh, he's just played a blinder. Wow, what a shot. Tad needs this rack badly.
I like a little, just a tiny bit below. Really kind of still shot.
He's going to baby it.
Great control.
I like that. What he did.
Nellie with a great shot, dragging that cue ball to the other side of the table.
This is where she has to go one ball further than she did last rack. All the way. Oh, no.
No. Oh.
I'm afraid the signs are not good. And he's there. That's like the only hurdle to get over is just drop the 9.
So Nellie did fall a little bit flat on the 6th ball, but she's looking at 7 in the side here. not the position that she wanted for this 7 or for this 6 ball by any means, but not.
I think she's pretty. She's got a tiny angle, no angle at all.
It's flat enough for her to go forward, maybe bounce off this bottom rail, but that's as much action as going to be on this cue ball. Unless she decides to draw it back, but there's no use in drawing this back because stay on the right
Unless you
side
want
of
to
the
play
table.
for the bank on the 7. That's favorite choice.
I think she has potentially enough of an angle to kind of pop the cue ball off that side rail with center ball and hit it aggressive. Had going for a bank, but also a 2-way in that sense. Fairly successful with that.
Don't know. I think Ken can get through to this. Yeah, I think he can pot it in the corner. Okay, well, what's Nellie doing here?
I think she's gonna pop this cue ball off the rail. Draw back.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Wow. Well,
I mean, Mike, you were in pocket speed was not Ken's friend on that one. That was close.
yeah.
Mike,
So-
you were in this position last week. You know how much pressure all
there's
these
a lot.
players are on.
There is a lot. Yeah. I mean, I was personally, even though I ended up coming through relatively comfortably, I didn't feel comfortable all the
Correct.
way through the matches.
Yeah.
I was looking at the scores, and my opponent in the first game, I gave 2 racks to. So I never really more than 1 ahead. I didn't
Yeah.
think. I think I needed 2, he needed 3, and the same with the second match. So yeah,
That speaks volumes to the validity of the tournament pressure that's here. you know?
nicely done there by Tad. So gonna switch over here. Tad levels things up. So it's now 4 each. And now Nellie. She's looking at the bank, I think.
You know, here's the thing. She knows that this is make or break because Efren's on the hill. He's conceded pretty much every rack prior to this, so it's going to take as much time as she needs to make sure she plays the highest percentage shot here, which I like, which kind of a play off of your book, Mike, separating the 2 balls here,
And just play safe.
potentially bringing the 7 to this bottom rail.
The
as you see
middle
it
of
on
the bottom
screen.
rail.
Yep.
Get the
bringing
cue ball up there.
'Cause the
So
thing is-
I mean, if you're doing that, you're just focusing purely on the 7. But I think she's going to go for the bank. Just yeah. Nearly got it off the 9. But I fear that is it.
you know, just sometimes luck rolls or fortune favors one player in some of these matches.
It's true. But I think she'll look back and realize she had plenty of opportunities, and she just has to just tighten up a little bit. And, there was a lot of pressure out there.
Yes.
And I think the only way you can get better at that pressure is exposing yourself to it over and over and over again. And a loss like this, it doesn't feel good at the time, but next time out, you will have learned from this. And you
Correct.
will be better. You'll be stronger. So there we go. That's it, folks. We have a qualifier. Efren Rodriguez advances to the semi-final. We're now going to focus all of our attention on this table here. So we've just been having a little bit of a post-match analysis there very quickly with Nellie and Efren. Efren played great. He's our qualifier from the very bottom half of the bracket. So we'll see him again on Saturday. He'll be playing the winner of this game right here. Again. Guys are all tied up at 4 each. Couple of good hits. That's going in. Yeah, that's dropped in. Just move there. Over here. Go. Ball in the cross side. Cross corner, I should say. Oh, I think he was trying to play a nasty hook, but he's not hit it. So he's given the chance back to Tad. Hey, you guys, let me know what you think of the stream so far, the tournament. What's it like from your end? Thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you're watching, let's see now how many we've had. Well, we've had 405 views so far. There are 36 of you in the chat right here. So what'd be great is if you'd give us a like the video if you like what you see. That helps me. If you are not a subscriber yet, smash that subscribe and you'll get to enjoy more content like this coming your way soon. Oh no. Down. Okay, so Tad is in the lead here now, 5-4. In a good position. And it's a scratch break from again, so the 10's over the pocket. This to put him on the hill. Oh. Yeah. Those billiard gods. Yeah. I saw it. So Tad finds himself on the hill, again with the mountain to climb, but he could do this. He needs the next 3 racks to advance. So hey guys, what do you think? Hope it's sounding good for you. The pitch is clear. Had a few little teething issues earlier on, but switched over to the mobile hotspot. They all went away. I've been using the in-house Wi-Fi here at On Cue Billiards. And just looking now, some statistics for you. Those of you who are geeky like me. So the average time taken to render 1 frame of video is 5.4 milliseconds. And so far, during this stream, I've rendered 543,000, over 500,000. And of those that have been missed due to rendering lag, it's just 15. And the ones that have been skipped due to encoding lag is 0. So the computer's doing its job. Then in terms of drop frames due to the network, we're on 331 out of 220,000. That's 0.1%. So we're doing pretty good here. Hopefully that's come through as a nice smooth stream, a clear stream for you folks back home. And if it was, I think you know what I'm going to say next, but maybe you could smash that like button. Give us a like. Show us some appreciation. Maybe hit subscribe and we'll notify you next time we're going to be live. And it would be really greatly appreciated. At the end of the day, that all helps with the algorithm. YouTube then can push out the content to more potential viewers like yourself. So thank you so very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. And another thing, if you've got any comments, any feedback, let me know. Maybe put them in the chat, or maybe you can just do a comment on the stream. That all helps. I do love getting feedback and learn. So here we go now. Tad's finding himself on the hill. 6-4. We didn't see this one coming, did we?
Definitely not. They were neck and neck.
He was 4-3 down.
Correct.
So he's got 3 on the spin. He's on the hill. He's at the table.
I think this is the biggest gap match, lead gap, whole match. So, story, tail of the tape here is whether it finishes off or onto heroic.
Opportunity for him.
Also want to explain real quick to the viewers, Mike, just in case they were not aware, there is 3 foul rule in effect for the match. So what that means for viewers who are not familiar with that is that if Tad were to commit 3 consecutive fouls on the table, it'd be a loss of game.
Absolutely.
For him.
Yes. The only caveat I would add to that when your opponent is on 2 fouls, you leave the table, they're approaching the table, you must say to them, you are on 2 fouls, verbally, and they must acknowledge that. If you don't say it, and even if they're on 2 fouls, if you don't say that and they commit a 3rd foul, you can't claim the rack because you did not declare So it's very important that you follow the right protocol. And it's exactly the same in the 9-ball that we play, World 9-ball Tour rules. Here we go. Thanks for doing the stream. This is coming from Johnny P. Very neat. Wish I was in San Diego so I could play. Well, we wish you were here too, Johnny.
Yes.
So this is the inaugural event, the first, hopefully, of many. We've done this as a trial to gauge interest and to also see what works and what doesn't. And also, I'll be honest with you, to provide content for our channel.
Yes.
And so hopefully we've done those things. We can bring a second iteration to you in the near future where maybe it's going to be an open tournament instead of an invitational like this one. I think we're going to keep the race length the same because it's been very popular.
Yes.
Might try and use some form of modified single elimination where there's a second chance of no, it's not going to be true double elimination, but there'll be a route by which even if you lose your first match, if you could then win a bunch of others, that you can maybe still stay in the. So we'll think of that. And we're also wondering about the format as well. Here we've had 9-ball and 10-ball. I think maybe we might have different iterations where we run a 9-ball event, then we run a 10-ball event, do it like.
Now, if you're wondering why Ken is taking a little bit of time here with ball in hand, considering there are many open shots on the 2, again, Tad is on fouls now. So with the balls kind of clustered up, it provides a lot of opportunity for Ken here. On with the run out or play for the third second foul on.
I would have tried to get the ball above the 3. I was going to go for the fouls there because you green ball would have been.
I probably would have gone for the already on.
So he's going to drive the 3-ball around.
Oh, not going to get there and actually lays it
No.
up in front of the side pocket. That's a bit of an unfortunate goal there. Tad is really happy to see a full ball on 3. It is
Well,
very daunting.
The jeopardy is now over. Had he been in a hook, so much pressure.
Oh, yes.
Because you've not only got to hit it, you've got to hit a rail. Now the jeopardy's over. So he's got a chance here to actually not only avoid losing, he could actually take them.
Key shot here is getting on the 7. The 7 is an awkward spot. No man's rail on the
Well, I'd
left
say
side.
it's my least favorite spot on the table.
Yes.
The only worst place is when it's touching the point of the middle pocket. Just touching the point. Worst.
I also think the object ball in the middle of the short rail is also pretty.
Yeah, it is. If it's touching the rail, fancy cutting that. So now he wants to finish about a half A towards the 7 from the bottom short rail.
Gonna
And about
low right here.
About
Yeah.
a foot off the side.
Oh, that's a great speed right there. Oh, that's perfect. Gets nice and straight on the 7.
Just a little draw, like 6 inches.
There's 3 balls away.
There it is.
Just wants to make sure the cue ball not on the rail here, so punched it out from the side rail.
Finished perfect. Call the
Wow.
corner. This is for the win. There it is. We have a winner, folks. Winner,
Mr.
winner,
TT.
winner. Chicken dinner. Well played, Tad. Well played indeed. Yeah, you did great, man. You did absolutely wonderful. Okay, so all that remains now is for me to wrap up the stream. So I want to say thank you all so very much. Here's my colleague here. Where is he? Oh, hang on. There he is.
There he is. There's
There
the
he is.
score sheet right there. Look at that.
So we have 2 qualifiers who are going to join Luis and myself in the semifinals. It's going to be Tad Thurman versus Efren Rodriguez. That's this coming Saturday, the 19th of April. Tune in from 12:30 for the first match. That's myself and Luis. The second match is going to be at 2:30. That's going to be Efren and Tad. But what I'll be doing, I'll be setting up events through YouTube and I'll be sending those out. So if you are a subscriber, you will get those notifications, and you can join and be notified ahead of time. So once again, if you like what you're seeing, smash that subscribe, give us a like, click on notification, and that would really be wonderful. We would love it if you would do that. So all that remains is to say thank you so very much. Oh, and don't forget as well, this guy. Yeah, the average, he's actually the awesome San Diego pool player right here.
Yeah, peer pressured into that rebranding for sure. But thank you for having me, Mike, tonight. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. It's been great. And yeah, so all of you, thanks so much for tuning in. We look forward to having your company again on Saturday. And there will be another streaming event between now and then. I'm going to stream the BCA 10 Ball League match tomorrow night. But the main event is the dramatic conclusion of this inaugural Mothlike Masters with $1,400 in prize money to be allocated. So thank you so very much. And let me just flip over here. Going up. Yeah, here we go. Tad. Where are you?
Where's Tad?
Where's Tad? Yeah. Yeah. Second. So, Tad, do me a favor. Have a look into that camera over there. Yeah, sit down here. Yeah, there you go. So, tell the folks back home how it feels to be a qualifier and be in the final. How do you feel?
To be the best donkey? That was the worst performance of my life I've ever won it.
Hey, no, but you didn't just come through one match. You came through two. You beat Linda Perez in the Thriller, Hill.
Yeah, that was, I was ready to quit on that one when I was done on the hill. So I got lucky. I woke up a little bit, but
hey, no, I just know the way you've got out there. That was real smooth. I mean, the shaping of to get round for the 7. That 7 was in a tough spot.
I don't remember any of
Really?
it. No,
hopefully you get
I'll have
to
to watch it.
hopefully you get to enjoy it on the theme. But I just want to say
Appreciate it.
congratulations, and I'm so pleased that you're in the finals.
Oh yeah, me too. And
Yeah.
appreciate you doing this. It's awesome. So the boys at home can watch this.
Well, you've got Efren.
Mika.
Yeah, you've got
Beautiful.
Efren Rodriguez. He's going to be your opponent.
Oh no.
So,
I didn't want to hear that.
Yeah, well, don't
Okay.
worry. You can take down Ken. You can sure take down Efren.
Yeah. Maybe I get lucky 3
Yeah.
times.
Hey, I seem to remember you won the second chance tournament in the Lucasi, didn't you?
Well, I chopped for first with Ryan. Yeah. Well, I'll take the win.
Chopping for first. Let's call that a win.
Yeah. Had
So-
to get through Michael on that one. That was not easy.
I'm telling you, you're leaving some bodies behind you. So congratulations
Well,
once
thank you,
again.
sir.
I just
Appreciate it.
wanted to give the folks back home a chance to have a little chat. So we're going to say thank you very much, and we'll see you all on Saturday.